Keep Fear Games.
There's the Goliath.
What do you mean you're good?
No, this is like good chat. That's a
You got
Brendan,
your
what
own
are you
league?
playing?
It's a half Minotaur guy.
Oh, the half Minotaur guy.
Who last week I could have sworn was half
For your
centaur because he has a
The
unicorn
Unitar.
horn, and it just did not make sense in my brain.
Remember what it
That's
was?
it.
Yeah, it was just a normal half elf.
It's the Unitar.
Unicorn. Unicorn.
I can't even.
Unicorn. Yeah, that's a unicorn.
Skypiss has taken to calling him horny.
Now we are in true intellectual hours.
Was it this one? Is that what you're using
Yep.
for your guy?
Good night, everybody.
My first figure.
And this is why I'm gonna get kicked off the street.
No, it's okay.
And
Well,
we had the halfling road, right?
could mean a lot of things. Most PG.
It's okay, I'll be gone in a few.
This one.
Dang. That hurts.
Is that everybody?
Right here.
Oh,
Morning. Once my shift starts, I work every other Wednesday.
Yeah, that was yours.
I don't want to be here and then not be here and then be here and then not be here.
What miniature were we using for you?
He had a cobra. He was summoning a spell, and it was like a sneaky looking cobra.
A sneaky snake.
There's spiders on the table right now.
I'm gonna make a bigger one. I don't know if we touched up the bottom of the
Oh, we need one for our new party member, too. Chuck.
Oh yeah, the kid, Chuck.
Oh, child drinking. Wait a second. Is that family friendly?
Yep, that would be like.
Is that family friendly behavior that we're showing on
He
stream?
was in the military. Kids at the age in the military, yes, they can.
Well, the children.
I didn't even think he was that old. I thought he was like 12.
In Germany, kids can have beer at
No, he was like 12, wasn't he?
Well, that's Germany. They also were started both
this
World
is
Wars.
not
Right?
He was like 12, right?
This is the salt market in not America.
I hope you know he's probably gonna die this week.
Not Europe.
You gave him his first drink, which is what he's been waiting for. He's probably gonna die immediately.
Well, Germany's
He's
different.
not gonna be coming out of the
isn't the
Germany
right
can
solar
handle their
system.
liquor anyways.
No, Germany started
Oh, man,
both
I
World
forgot
Wars,
how
so they
squishy
sort of
we
get the privilege, you know.
Let's see. Is he a cigarette or a
First
soldier?
level characters.
What do you say about him?
You know, they're a little bit different from everybody else.
Dude was kind of a little guy.
No,
Little
this
guy
is
following
a
us around.
soldier.
There's a time
He
where
just
you have
joined
to
up
rest
or
after
something.
every encounter.
He was just
Yeah.
Chuck. That's all we knew.
We'll
That's
just find
all
a
we knew.
corner and someone keep watch.
We walked more than 10 feet, nap time.
It's time to take a nap.
It's time to decide.
That still feels weird not having a
My head that looks like a kid.
No Charlie Browns.
I started listening to the first part of Critical Role 7 campaign. Because I started at like, I want to say like 5 or something like that. Just came to it. I'm current.
Okay.
So now that I'm current, I'm going back and listening to the beginning of it.
Crossbow.
I, yeah.
I'm listening here like at level 2.
Poor guy.
Aw, you
We hardly knew you.
I started at the very beginning, and then
With a blue
I
band
like,
next to
fell
it.
off, and I need to get back on because like I loved Critical Role. I started listening to it after I finished Adventure Zone because I like needed more D&D in my life.
I listen to it on my commutes to and from Jacksonville every day. So I've been
yeah.
up to, and once I catch up to
I've decided
where I
something.
started,
I'm going to make a type of AirPod that has life lure in it.
campaign state, I'm gonna go back and
Oh, I don't like
I'm gonna call them life pods.
Yeah, I feel like I
Is that
have this weird thing. I always want
It'll
to
be
start
beautiful.
stuff
Thank
from the very
goodness
beginning.
my
All
dragon
the
Usually
flexors
it's like,
fall
I
down
wanna
and they can't get up. They get
yeah,
I feel like
I
that's
on
a
their
nest.
life pods.
really?
Yeah, which I was surprised
already
by.
wide
Like
open.
that.
No.
Especially like,
AirPods and life
What?
lures are a
Back in
different
that Critical
style.
Role, is that where you're at?
I like started from the beginning like a year ago.
Oh, yeah,
And then
wow.
I was like, yeah, this is really cool. And then I stopped having to commute, so like I stopped listening as much. Now I'm trying to get back into listening to podcasts, but it's really hard because like it's competing with my Harry Potter audiobooks. So
Yeah, I haven't listened to Vox Machina yet.
Is that what your Salazar for Slytherin now?
yep. Yes, it is. I feel like there needs to be like a better
We're
version
live.
of Salazar.
We are live.
Yeah.
No gang affiliations on stream.
Sorry,
thought-
sorry. There's no.
Hey.
I always thought that
I
would have
am
been a
not
good move.
affiliated
Just don't move your legs and everything will be alright.
Kicking the cable.
That worked out that we were unplugged while we were just getting ready.
Well, no, it was on.
Oh. Alright.
Do not stress that.
Well, welcome everyone. Whenever you tune in.
Do you have any viewers? Not yet. Alright.
We usually have an influx in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But for those of who start from the beginning, we'll go around and introduce everybody and all your characters in our new Salt Marsh game. So who wants to start us off?
My guy's name is Genesis, and he's a sort of like unicorn person, half centaur, half elf. And he's here. He's good at talking.
Yeah, wait, is he half Minotaur or half Centaur? Let's get this straight.
Half minotaur, of course.
There we go, okay.
Half Minotaur, half elf.
Yeah, half unicorn. He's here in this uncivilized land to civilize the savages.
Civilize the savages. Because he's also a noble.
Indeed.
Yeah.
He's here to take over the country.
And we established last week that noble's job is to be, what was it? To cry and be offended. That's
I
what it
took
was.
a bullet for my friend, you know what I'm saying?
Alright. Well, I'm Gareth, the Human Ranger, and I'm coming here to seek my fortune. Adventure on the side, mostly just fortune. Because I'm a far-off man from a far-off land, and after I get my fortune, I'm going to be heading back there.
I'm Tristan, the Triton Cleric. I've come to Salt Marsh to find my sister that was taken from me through my carelessness.
I am Linhart, a Dragonborn Paladin, and I came on this quest to actually finish a family quest. Our ancestors were on a holy quest to find a sword, and I'm continuing that and finishing it.
Perhaps. Maybe.
No, I wasn't. I'm very sure. No, I'm very sure.
Within the next century.
I Dragonborns do not live to a century, so.
Not with that attitude. I go by Tim, the halfling pirate. I'm in the Salt Marsh to get one of my best mates back. And money.
Dang. Noble.
I am Skyfist, the Goliath Barbarian. I'm here to take down a haunted mansion.
The end.
The end. Not much else to tell.
Short and sweet. Love it.
I am Salazar, the half-elf sorcerer, and I've lived a secluded, hermit-ish life, and I just want friends.
You got him with the wrong crowd.
I did.
But she doesn't know any better. So it's okay.
I don't. I was.
First child
I
drinking.
had. Well, yeah, he. That's right. This is the first time I played a male character. It's a little weird. I keep forgetting. Yeah. He's sweet though. And now we have Chuck.
Chuck him.
For now.
For now.
we have Chuck.
Cannon fodder Chuck.
We bought you a friend, Chuck.
Yes, we did.
You're going to go through your first loss of a friend.
It's good
Chuck,
to
Quickly.
Chuck, the young naval officer who went AWOL, or not officer, but the young sailor that went AWOL from the Navy to join you.
It's not going to be
gonna spell
a
bad
law.
times
Put in a good word.
Currency had like
They don't know
3
who
hit
you
points.
are.
You should have made better choices, Chuck.
I will
You should have
give
made
them
better
that.
choices.
He did make better choices by
I
joining
will
us.
give them
No,
my
He's made like all
credentials
bad
and whatnot.
choices.
I used
Child
to be
drinking
an
and now joining a party of strangers.
Yeah, it's great.
We're
Everything's-
vagrants.
There's
We just came off a boat that was filled with dead people and lost to the seas,
Steal
apparently.
his kidney.
Oh,
He's
Chuck.
gonna
Chuck
die
likes a
here.
good adventure.
Chuck, you need to make
I
better
mean-
So he has a
decisions.
story to tell to his friends.
If that's
There's
what
no
friends
good choices
do.
here.
Oh, it is. They leave one kidney intact.
I've already been betrayed by one person I thought was my friend, so I'm off to a great start. It's
Well, I mean, you
Second
think that
time
anybody who
charm.
winks at you twice is a friend, so.
yeah, maybe. I'm getting there. You complimented me once, and I was like, "We're friends now, right?"
Exactly.
We got stats we're going to use for Chuck.
Small human
Elder
child.
Gold dragon.
Here we go.
Level 20.
We'll use the bandit stats.
Oh, Chuck.
Poor Chuck.
Oh, Chuck.
Chuck's not gonna make it, guys.
Chuck
He
dead.
needs to
Chuck
be
has
like
more hit
Andre.
points than I do.
Chuck, get on up there,
Chuck might
Chuck.
be a benefit.
See, you talking smack now, chill. That's not nice.
There have already been too many flags
They hit
raised.
points to Chuck out.
Chuck's gone.
All right, so
He was born to die.
your motley crew here is headed to the dwarven mining operation, which the headquarters for the mining operation is an old manor house up on a hill looking down on the city of Sartmarsh. So that's where you were told to go in order to take this job of helping the miners. Miners as in hairy dwarves, not miners as in small children.
Ah,
They're not a
Who
bunch
knows
of
with
little
us?
Chucks running around the mansion.
poor Chuck.
So as you walk up the hill, this is your first time laying eyes on the wealthy section of Saltmarsh, which is essentially a collection of about 9 really nice houses that sit on this sloping hill and on the edge of a steep cliff that looks down upon the city of Saltmarsh below. There's a sign hanging in front of the mansion
Segregation.
that simply says mining headquarters on the wooden sign.
Glad they get right to the point.
Yeah.
Mining
Very
headquarters.
generic.
Well, dwarves are kind of straight to the point.
Dang.
I guess.
Straightforward. I
Sign
can
made out of
respect that.
stone.
I would know. I'm not interested in such paltry things. I'm here for treasure. Unless it's made out of gold, don't talk to me.
The dichotomy of man.
It's true. No dwarf this time.
No. Human. Can't see in the dark.
Human. Generic.
All right, so you guys approach. The door is standing slightly ajar, and there's a white-haired, white-bearded, well-dressed, shorter than usual dwarf standing on the front porch with a pair of tiny spectacles that barely fit his fat face. And
That's
he's-
how you know he's high class. The shorter and the stouter in the dwarf kingdom.
They're like a barrel.
And he appears to be trying to read some sort of ledger, like a large book with handwritten notes in it.
Somebody's got to
Well,
approach
that-
him. It's
we'll
not going to
just-
be
I'm
me.
not
Skyface
charismatic.
lets
We'll
out a
just
hearty
walk
chuckle.
up.
You're the one that talked to the dwarves.
Small men, small.
Greetings, fine dwarf.
Small. Small
Not-
man, small.
He says, "Not a small man. I'm a dwarf. I wouldn't be caught dead as a man. Humans are vile.
Thanks, Sean Connery.
No offense."
Small dwarf, small. Tristan.
We were
Small dwarf, small.
here because
He is very small.
I'm sorry for my uncouth companions, but we were here
I'm
because
not.
we were here because we were told we could obtain some work and some coin.
And why would I hire such uncouth individuals?
Tristan.
Because
What does uncouth mean?
I am an okay person.
Means he doesn't think you're very sophisticated.
What does...
It's not about
Yes.
thinking. And the evidence is clear.
Not very smart.
Well,
Ha!
what they make up for,
Skyface smart.
what they lack in brains, they make up for with murdering things.
But we need some murdering.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
We've heard of your problems.
So, go on in and talk to the boss.
Okay. Walk in.
Okay, I should have known you weren't the boss.
I'm gonna smack him down.
My hat easily deflects it.
Alright, so we all walk in.
How big is this hat?
Is it like a
Pretty big.
sombrero?
Yeah,
You've seen some 10-gallon hats? This is maybe like a 50-gallon. 60, who knows? Yeah,
60
The
gallons.
tensile strength is so strong when you push on the brim, your hand will snap back.
I like it.
Yeah. Partly character.
Intellectuals.
I sold all my earthly belongings for these 2 hand crossbows and this really cool hat. That's pretty much all I have.
That's all you need.
All right, as you walk in, there's a beardless dwarf.
Oh, a beardless dwarf.
A beardless
Does it
dwarf.
look like a woman kind of dwarf, or is it just a dwarf with no beard?
Well, it's a beardless dwarf, so you would guess it's a woman.
Whoa.
I like the collective sigh of
Well,
relief.
technically, they are pretty much the same, aside from the beard.
My character
Can't trust a beardless dwarf.
Unless they're a woman.
I know that much. No, can't trust them doubly.
So I say we've been sent to talk to you about clearing out your monster problem.
She says, "Oh, hello. I'm Copperlocks. This is Copperlocks to you."
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And her name makes sense when you recognize that she has auburn hair. And
Very similar to Red.
Yes.
You remember Red.
yes. And she says, "Yes, we've been in much need of some brave muscle. I think brave is the word I was looking for there. Almost said foolhardy, but you don't look like fools."
What's been happening?
Well, we opened up a new branch of the mine, and, well, it didn't go so well. Several dwarves ended up dead.
What type of monsters did you see?
Well, they all died, so no one really saw them.
That's always a good
We
sign.
heard it was zombies.
That's fair.
Between you and me.
Wait a second. How did they know it was zombies?
It could be shadow people.
So a group
Can't trust them.
a group of orcs put on some armor and took their axes down there and found the dead bodies, and they had all been eaten down to the bone.
That could be just about anything,
And
to
the
be
orcs didn't
honest.
take care of it?
Eaten.
And the orcs didn't take care of it?
Not orcs, dwarves.
You said orcs went down.
Oh, dwarves.
Eaten.
A group of
possibly
us.
I'm beginning to think it might be orcs down there.
Is it orcs?
Are the orcs in the mines?
What does this job pay?
Well, there's what, 7 of you?
Yeah, something like that.
8 if you
8.
count Chuck.
Yeah.
You gotta count Chuck.
Plus some more crew members out on the boat.
Wait, you're taking the kid with you?
We wouldn't put a child in danger.
It's fine.
We brought Chuck.
Yes.
He's the strongest out of any of us. What do you mean?
He's proved himself.
Chuck's a lot tougher than he looks.
He's a new officer.
He's
but I
been
think
through
he
at
has
least
just what
1
we
or
did.
2 fights.
He
He'll
drank
stay in-
a whole beer yesterday.
He'll stay in the back. You don't have to worry about him.
Well, I guess a whole beer for a human kid is a lot. I mean, by age 3, dwarves drink 3 or 4 beers.
Damn.
He's been in at least
Impressive.
1 or 2
Skyfish like
fights.
doors.
Perhaps.
You should. We're a fun lot.
Hey? Sorry, Red popped out. Yeah.
It popped out. So, the other thing you should know is,
Wait, come on, we're glossing over our treasure here? What kind of treasure are we getting?
oh, yeah, so I got distracted. Someone said something about beer.
Yeah.
Damn.
Understandable.
They are dwarves.
Well, I'll give you 70 gold pieces
In all?
A piece.
in total.
I don't get out of bed for
We're
less
really-
than 70 apiece.
We're really risking our neck here. Surely, these monsters killed like a lot of your men, so perhaps you could offer more.
She goes, "Hey, Burns, come in here." And the white-haired guy comes in from outside. He's muttering something about how he finally figured out the ledger because he was outside in the daylight.
Can we not read?
And she calls him over, and the two of them have this kind of whispered conversation. And you only get pieces of it, but you're pretty sure they're calculating how much money they saved on all the dwarves that died. So they're calculating how much they didn't pay in salaries over the last 3 months. So they come back with a better offer after they do that calculation. And she says, "All right, 30 gold pieces each."
And in
I'm
my head,
gonna
I'm just like,
say-
that's all you paid your dwarves?
You just had us. I'm sorry, did we go through any price?
No, it was
Mike.
70 total. 30
Oh, 70 total. Oh, I'm sorry. See, I can't see it.
Maybe
right here.
35 apiece? How do I roll
I gotta
persuasion?
focus on my here.
You can roll.
Oh, I will roll persuasion. That is it's like 24.
Look, and don't say light. You have your stats.
Gosh darn it. Persuasion. That is 24. I was right.
All right. Well, she got a 22, so you raise the price by 2 gold pieces each.
What are you mining for down there?
Oh, well, gold, of course.
Oh.
Did you notice anything strange before you start opening up a new addition to your mind?
I'm sorry.
Do you notice anything strange happening before you opened up the new addition to your mind?
Well, we started carving a new tunnel, and we uncovered that there was actually an existing cavern down there that appeared to had been closed off for some time. Looked like by a cave-in.
While they're talking, Skyfish pulls out his axe and yawns. Talk too much.
We're working on the
I
gold.
agree.
Gold,
Let's go.
big cave, killing stuff down
You
there.
want the gold, don't you?
I have
Yes,
a question.
Skyfish wants gold.
Yes.
Well, you said that it's 32 gold each, but if we come back with less people, does the pool stay the same and just get divided amongst the survivors?
Well, she's kind of ruthless, isn't she? Or he's kind of ruthless, isn't he?
I'm just doing
Kind of
math.
forgot.
Well, and the white-haired guy speaks up and says, "Yeah, you got to do the math."
I thought you would understand
Chuck
me,
is
good
gone
sir.
immediately.
I'm glad we think similarly. Why did I come here?
It's all about the math and the coins.
That's right.
And Copperlock says, "Well, yes, I've settled on a price.
And if we find anything in the cavern, it's ours.
Well, I mean, don't go digging stuff up.
We won't be digging up the gold.
Come
but
on
if we
now, I was
find
gonna have you
anything
throwing a
else-
pickaxe for me. How else am I gonna get my treasure?
How many items
pickaxe
other
anyway.
than gold? Than raw gold.
Well, certainly. Finder's fees and all that.
Maybe a percentage of the stake?
And by the speaking of finding things, there was a lord who fancied himself an adventurer. He came with a pair of knights, and they went down, and they never came back.
Oh, they're as good as dead.
We have to go immediately. We could save them.
No, they're dead.
And like the common folk.
I'm
noble
something like an
blood
expert.
doesn't
They're
die.
dead.
Then you, sir, are hopeless.
We can maybe bring a necklace back or something.
Could you describe
bring his head back.
this
Yeah.
lord?
I wouldn't know anything about. I haven't done very much of that, but
He was a human.
I pull my sketchbook out and start. Okay.
I've heard about it. There's a
about as
custom
tall
in
as a
my
human,
land.
looked like a human, had like brown human hair,
Like a human.
like a human.
Humany hair.
Any
All you humans look alike.
markings? Half elf. Any markings?
Oh yeah,
Anything?
you have some pointy ears there.
Thank you. And not a lot of hair up here, It's not that hard to see, man. Anyway.
Like this?
Yeah, like that.
Like that?
Any markings that stood out? Any family crests you might have recognized?
Humany.
Any fancy stuff he might have carried down there
I
that we
mean,
could
look,
retrieve?
Yeah, he might have
Skyfish
had.
leans down to Tristan and says, Lord like horny?
He.
No.
What?
What?
You don't understand.
Tristan is very confused.
You said that in the.
Lord like horny.
Maybe.
Remember.
Maybe.
No.
Lord
I don't
dead.
think.
Lord
So
dead.
this lord, you're a dwarf. You guys appreciate shiny things. So any of the shiny armor or stuff that they were wearing significant? Any symbols we might recognize on that?
He had a metal hat. I mean, technically it's a helmet, but it looked like a hat, kind of like his, but not so big.
Okay.
Inferior quality, then I'm sure.
Okay.
So a brimmed helmet is what she's describing.
Yeah.
So well armed and he's well armed to the teeth, I'm guessing.
Sounds like see, it sounds like they didn't notice much about this guy. Cool.
Well, all
Good
humans
to
look
know.
the same, you know.
Yeah, but like the armor, like any sigils, like crests,
With human-y
stuff
armor,
like
you know?
that.
It's a common armor.
But if it's well crafted, I think a dwarf would appreciate
Well,
it.
crafted for a human.
We may find it later.
No, I'm just kidding.
I
Alright,
might get
yeah,
a
my
backup
character
pack.
just like creeps away and starts doing this in the corner drawing. That's it.
Okay, let's go.
I point back to my
I'll help you with that later.
She says, the morning shift should be here soon, and you can just follow them straight to the mine. They check in here.
Okay.
That sounds
We'll
good
do that.
enough.
Put me and Chuck to check-in point.
Yeah, I guess let's go.
Where are we checking in at?
All right. Well, they the morning crew shows up, and a wagon shows up, and everybody piles in the wagon. And then they realize that they need another wagon. So they wait a few minutes while someone goes and gets another wagon. And now you guys are on the road.
Which way are we headed?
Yeah, road trip.
Are we
How
going north?
fast is this wagon going?
Which north?
Which
north
north?
1 or north 2?
Only a little bit faster than like a slow walk pace.
So Goliath could walk beside it and keep pace.
Easily. Let me see. You had to ask directly.
We gotta know which north we're headed in.
True north or northwest?
For anyone who hasn't looked at the Salt Marsh book, the two maps have different
Cardinal directions.
cardinal directions. Yeah. Yeah. So you are headed east.
Oh,
So you're headed along the shoreline and steadily climbing uphill. In fact, you hear somebody in the other wagon make a joke about the haunted house. About that time, you actually see off to the side of this road a relatively good-sized manor house that's perched on the side of the cliff, and the road comes up past it and keeps on going.
When I see that, I lean into the wagon and I say, "Dwarves! Ghost house?
That's what the humans say.
Ghost house."
Never trust a human.
Oh,
So no dwarves have been there?
Oh, we don't care about ghosts or houses.
Fair enough.
We work the mine, find the gold.
Makes a big note. Dwarves don't care about humans at all. Done.
Well, humans are human. Period.
Yeah. Underline, underline, underline. Got it. Yeah.
Keep underlining.
Yeah.
That's important.
Full page.
the mines are their houses. What do they care about human houses?
Yeah. Fair. What else do we see on this coastline? Like, is it like are we on like near beaches or is it cliffs or?
It's you're leaving where Salt Marsh kind of sits on the port, which is really the only true beach around here.
Okay.
Everything else is cliffs.
Okay.
So Salt Marsh sits only about 100 feet above sea level.
Okay.
And then as you climb, you're coming up around 300 or 400 feet above sea level at this point. So these cliffs are super steep.
What is the terrain like?
It's kind of open grassy hills.
Okay. So it's pretty. It's not like mountainous or like a lot of trees.
Any fun.
No,
Okay.
you can see the forest in the distance. The forest that they refer to as the Dreadwood.
And are there any other signs of civilization other than this big house that we've passed, or is it just like that's the only thing in the area? So it's like a house and then just fields.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you've heard when you were in Salt Marsh, you heard that there is a city further to the west. So past the mine, there's supposed to be another city, but you can't see it from here.
East.
What's that? East.
Okay, I was gonna say west, so I was like, oh, that's in the complete opposite direction.
I thought you said we.
What is going on around?
Yeah.
I don't know why they put a map in the book. It really bothers me they put a map in the book where north goes to the right.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Supposed to use your book this way.
Well, and then the fact that the other map, north goes to the left. All right, so it's not long before you guys get to the mine. You're pretty much at the top of this hill at this point, and now that you're beside the mine entrance, you can look downhill and you can see, in the mist down by a river, what looks like it could be the city that you've heard people talk about.
So
The very creatively named Seat.
okay. I kind of lean into our group and I'm like, anybody familiar with that place?
I'm not even from around here at all.
I'm nowhere near here.
So
He's from mountains.
so none of you have ever been on this side of the sea?
Oh no, read about it. I got a pamphlet.
I've studied it.
Writing notes. Okay. Well,
Have you ever been here before?
no. I mostly stayed home with Gary. Gary was good to me. He's dead now. But he was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's another city. We should go there too, right?
We have
Is that a
been-
thing?
Yeah.
We'll see if we die in the mines first.
After Ghost House.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it sounds like we have a few things to do, but I want to see everything, and that's another city, and it's not that far.
We should go after this.
Okay.
After Ghost House.
After
Black
Ghost
lung.
House.
Yes.
We call it gold lung.
And
you
I
have
lean
your
over
coffee
to the
today?
dwarves and I ask them what the name is.
Wait, can you get gold lung
We're gonna have to get you some.
from all the gold dust?
What was the name of the city? I asked the dwarves, like, who
Oh,
both didn't know.
Like,
It's called Seaton.
Seaton?
what is the
Yeah,
gold mine?
like Seaton, like town on the sea.
Got it.
I think there is.
We put a lot of thought into that name.
Yeah.
Had a lot of meetings about it, I bet.
I lean into the dwarves again and I say, hey, do any of you ever travel here? Have you been to Seaton?
They send shipments of ale up for us.
So you really like caves and mines? You don't really get out
And
much?
gold.
And gold.
Gold.
Mostly gold.
And ale.
And ale. Gold, and golden ale.
And you guys all have beards.
Well, of course.
What's the
Tinder.
deal with that?
Dwarves have beards.
Do dwarves ever not have beards?
No.
The women don't have beards.
Why not?
That's what we have.
So we can tell each other apart.
So do they shave them? My character's getting really excited right now.
Most ladies shave their beards, yes.
But they do have them if they don't shave.
Correct.
I start redrawing. Okay. Cool. So, how much longer till we get to these mines?
We're there already.
We're like
Yeah,
outside?
once you got to the top of the hill, you're at the entrance of the mine.
Okay, so we don't have to wait for them anymore?
Well,
Okay,
they
I
need to
hop
tell-
off the wagon.
Where's the news section that's bad news?
But we'll point you in the right direction.
You don't want to go with us?
Oh no, we got work to do.
Perhaps you can lend us some lights.
Probably one of you wants to go.
Oh no, we want to mine for gold.
Probably a lot of gold down this new one. You know, nobody's mined it yet.
Yeah, but we don't want to get eaten. That's your job.
Man.
That's your job.
Well, you guys
Scott
got
does
any
not
extra
get eaten.
pickaxes laying around?
What's that?
Extra pickaxes laying around.
Do you even know how to use a pickaxe?
You know, you swing it a little.
Can't be hard.
We'll give him a pickaxe.
Nice.
You'll probably do all the swinging anyway.
Your hands look too soft for a pickaxe.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm a more in charge kind of guy. You know, I'll be back in that mansion in a little bit.
Whatever you say.
And I'll be reading the ledgers.
Skyfish knows who's in charge.
All right, so they they take you inside and they point you in a direction, and they basically give you short directions to go down this tunnel and take a right at the sign that says.
Dwarf eating things this way.
There's a sign that says "Keep Out." There's also a sign that says "Tunnel number 13."
Oh, lucky number 13.
There's your problem.
And he says when you get to the end of the tunnel, you'll find the office for Tunnel 13, and beyond that, it's up to you.
Anybody in the office?
Well, we set the office up real nice and everything, and then people started dying, so no one went back. We think the office might have belonged to someone before we got there. It was already carved out. We thought it may have belonged to the dwarves who originally started this mine centuries ago.
A lot of dwarf history, huh?
Heritage
In these mines.
Well, I guess I'll just go towards the office.
All right, so you head down.
Start walking that way.
You head down past the keep out signs and the tunnel 13 sign.
We'll be fine. These things only eat dwarves. The last time I checked, none of us are dwarves.
Perhaps, yeah. Ka-chow.
I will be happy to be at the back of that line.
So since we're all still pretty squishy, I cast Good Berry and give everybody a berry.
All right.
So the berry, you can eat it in an action and it'll give you 1 hit point.
Hey, you
So
know
if you're near death,
perfect.
Or you can wake someone up with it.
yep.
Very many mushrooms.
Are they mushrooms or are they rocks?
Alright, so we're coming in this way, and that's the entrance to the office.
Right, so you come down the tunnel in this direction, and then you see a pair of doors and some neatly carved walls along that side. Pretty good guess that's the office.
Let's go appropriate some funds.
But we should check there first. Maybe we'll find some more information.
Or
Yep.
valuables.
Well, I want to check the rocks on the floor around the outside, see if there are any marks or anything. Any tracks.
Looking for tracks?
Yeah, something. So what's that gonna be? Perception, investigation.
Investigation? Well, survival if you're looking for tracks.
There we go. That's my good stat. 24.
You don't see much of anything really. In fact, you can pretty well confirm that there's been no foot traffic around here for quite some time.
Skyfish just starts walking.
I'm gonna open
Towards
the
the
door.
office?
Nope. Right past the office.
Past the office.
I'm gonna go and try to open the door to the office.
Good idea. You go scout ahead. We'll be there soon.
Let me go in the office. Maybe there's some papers or something that might tell us something.
Go with Skype. You're not gonna go in the office.
Oh wait, the
gonna
doors
go-
are there?
That's a set of doors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the doors are there.
All right, so the two of you approach the doors to the office.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Can you put me like 10 feet behind?
Behind them.
Behind the two of them? Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna open it.
Chuck, we'll hang back here and see if anybody dies.
We're gonna keep you alive as long as we can, Chuck.
All right, so you open the doors?
Yes, sir.
They open.
Is there anything inside?
It looks like an office. There's a table and chairs. Looks like there used to be a pit for, or there is a pit that you could build a fire in. There's a couple weapon racks on the far side of the room, and there's a number of like thick rugs. It looks like they could double as beds.
I'm gonna search everything in this room.
Here, let me light a fire in that fire pit to lighten up the place a little bit.
All right.
Maybe we can find things easier.
So you start a fire in the fire pit. You start searching the room.
I'm gonna start searching.
Can you move me in behind them? I'm gonna search as well.
I'm gonna quietly
You
ransack.
want to start on one side, I'll start on the other?
Yes, I'll start in the rug place. You get.
Yeah, someone wants to put me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
You get everything else.
Put me that
Is there a
way.
vent in the office anywhere?
I'm looking for.
That's how they died. Smoke inhalation.
There is a vent.
Lucky.
Is there any paperwork or any documentation, anything
Yeah, that's
that
what I
might
was
leave a sign or a trace of any record of what happened or what they were doing?
There does not appear to be. Everything in here is extremely dusty, but it looks like it's brand new. As if they literally had just set up the office in this room.
Do they have any potion stores, or what kind of weapons are on the weapons racks?
On the weapon racks are shields and axes. And then there's in the crates you find rations. You can find about 40 days worth of rations in the crates. And the barrels are full of ale. So clearly they hadn't been here long.
Yeah.
When they abandoned the place, if the ale barrels were still full.
You said 40 days worth of rations.
Yeah, we need to divide that up.
So that'd be 5 per person. I'm gonna take 10 rations, right? 8 times.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
we
it's
should
8
like
of
carry
us.
the ration. One person should be designated for the ration.
Nope, definitely don't like that idea for somebody who dies. No. I'm gonna take 2 shares of rations so I can give some to you. So Skyfist will have some.
Skyfist turns around and realizes no one's with him. Kind of bellows back down the hallway. Tristan!
Don't go ahead by yourself. You know better.
Let's fight!
I have food.
But there's ale and food up here. We're coming.
Come faster.
I'm gonna scurry up
I
to where
can't.
you
Chuck
are.
is slow.
All right, as Skyfist stands impatiently on the bridge across this narrow chasm,
That's not a good sign.
the bridge starts to crumble under Skyfist's weight. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Will you die? That is not a good sign.
Not a good roll.
I'm gonna miss Skyfist.
Rip.
He was fun. 12.
12?
Yeah.
All right, the bridge collapses out from underneath you, and you go falling into the darkness. Do Goliaths have dark vision?
Yes.
They do?
Yes.
Well, that's not great.
I run
get to
up
the
to
bridge.
see what's happening.
I'm gonna get to the bridge.
Search the area
I could
around
have
me.
sworn I heard Skyfist here a second ago.
You're
So
still
I
at the
just
opening
saw
of
the
the
whole
cave.
thing happen, and I guess wherever the collapse is, I'm standing at the edge of the collapse, and I tell everybody, he just went down. He's gone.
Wait, I was pretty sure they did. He might not have drive. He might not have what you call it.
You're super tall. How far down is it? Is this like a 5-foot drop?
Could be a
I have
dead
dark
foot
vision.
drop.
I can see 60 feet. Can I see him falling?
You see, with your dark vision of 60 feet, he seems to be just about at the depth of your vision, and he appears to be kind of floating in midair.
That's not a good sign.
Okay. Does anyone here not have dark vision?
I don't have dark vision.
I don't have dark vision.
You don't have dark vision?
None of them have.
This is great. This is like half the
I
party.
have dark vision.
I don't feel so bad now.
We
You
are
can
all
probably
blind.
see this, and I start explaining to everyone. So he's not gone. He's I think he's floating, and I take my rope and throw rope down.
Do you have enough rope though to make it all the way down?
No, I have my character is not. He's panicking, totally panicking.
All right, so let me see Skyfist's miniature here.
Ah,
So, Skyfist lands.
I do land though.
You land rather softly, as if you're suspended by something, kind of like it almost feels like you're in a hammock.
So I'm just like floating in air.
Oh, I don't
you
like
saw
where this
this.
is going.
As if you're laying in a hammock. And then you start to try to move. About the time you see your wizard friend throwing a rope down, and you realize that you're stuck in this hammock.
You're in a spider's web. I would
Sticky
say.
hammock.
And you can see these very large spiders start crawling towards him.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh guys, there's bugs.
I'm gonna
There's
jump
there's
down
eight-legged
my
freaks.
way over.
Skyfish don't like this.
Guys.
I'm gonna jump down and
Spiders,
jump
it
onto the
says.
web.
You're gonna jump down to the web with her?
That's
Yes.
a bad idea.
I'm gonna
Sammy the Dragonborn.
Oh my god.
Well,
I'm gonna shoot a
it was
firebolt
nice
at
knowing
one
him.
of them
You're dead.
immediately.
nice knowing them.
You're dead once the DM says hand beat the dragon.
I'm not going down there.
My character is gonna shoot a firebolt at one of the spiders.
At one of the spiders?
Yeah.
Okay. Everywhere roll initiative.
Wow.
Good job,
19.
bud. You dead.
All right, and give me a dexterity. Or actually, if you're skilled in acrobatics, use your acrobatics.
You are dead.
So, Dex. Oh, great. Okay.
All right,
4.
so you are now laying in the web too.
Oh no.
Oh,
This is
Get a
great.
different D20. Get a different D20
What
right now.
possibly go wrong?
We're gonna have to get 2 more party members. It's not gonna be Chuck that's dead.
Chuck is like, this is awesome. Nothing ever happens in town.
Well, I guess we got
Goes,
split
"Boy, am I
6
glad I
ways
didn't jump in
now.
the pit.
So who among us still, who hasn't fallen or jumped into the web has strength?
I'm dexterity.
I have
No
13.
strength here.
All right, I'm gonna suggest that whoever has strength
Well, I have
grabs the
feather
rope
falling.
and attempts to either hold that rope for someone who grabs at it or not, because I'm shooting fire at
fine, I'll hold
webs.
it.
If this stuff goes up in flames, I'm going down with it because I'm not strong. Okay, cool. This is gonna be great. Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay, we're
gonna
still
work
a
out.
dwarf. I could
Alright.
have my pittance.
So who beat a 6?
Ah,
All right, what'd you get?
I got 21.
21.
12.
12.
I beat a 6. I got 19.
All right, so 21, 19,
23.
23. All right, so you're up
Darn
first.
you.
What'd you get?
I'm so
18.
sorry.
18. All right, so boop.
We need cards.
Alright. So, what does the halfling rogue or halfling pirate do when he watches the dragonborn dive down into the
I gotta
chasm to
Can you
save
believe
the
that?
I
lion?
can't. I can't believe
Can
that.
they see in the dark? Can't have to see in the dark.
No.
Ah, so you don't know anything.
We're
No,
just discussing who could see in the dark and who couldn't. And he
I'm
jumped right
just
in.
looking
Jumped right
down
in the
here
hole.
like-
He doesn't even know what's down there.
It's like,
Unbelievable.
all right, this is a
Doesn't
lovely pit
matter.
of death.
I'm doing the right thing.
What's that?
I'm not sure yet. I'm just looking down at, this is a lovely pit of death.
Chuck, Adventure 101. Don't jump in holes. And don't run ahead of the party.
At least don't jump first.
Don't jump in the pit,
Skyfish is
I didn't
especially if
jump
you
in
can't see
first.
in the dark, Chuck. If you can't see in the dark, don't go in
Skyfish
the
isn't
dark.
used to traveling with parties.
Alright, so you can't see down there.
No.
And is it my turn?
So,
If I had someone aim for me, I could probably shoot something with a bow.
You could hold your action real quick and
That's
cast
true.
Fairy Fire.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Fairy
Hold my
Fire.
action.
alright, so you hold your action to shoot at whatever big bugs
Yeah.
the sorcerer described.
We can charm the spiders. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire 60 feet down.
Alright, and they make a saving throw against that?
Any creature.
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah, dexterity saves a half.
Does it have a-
I can't believe Tritons don't have dark vision.
That's how I feel about Goliaths.
I would
They live in mountains for
Because
God's sakes.
Tritons are,
They should be able to
Tritons
see.
are immune to underwater effects.
Yeah,
It's
like
usually
you're
dark
a sea
underwater.
creature. Like,
Yeah, they don't have dark vision though.
Huh.
They're resistant to cold and immune to underwater.
Well, that's good. the underwater condition.
Think of the lucrative offer if we
Supposed to be a
can
sea
farm
game. We're not supposed to be
spider
on the
cell.
lake.
Yeah. He may take extra damage from
Alright, they
anything
both,
not
both
underwater.
the spiders got 10s on their,
They do not make it.
they do not make it. Alright, so now the halfling pirate sees two glowing large spiders down there.
Oh, and I'm gonna jump in.
So now
that
you
is-
can, you can
that-
loose your bow and fire on the
That-
spider.
Oh, I see. Those are big bucks.
Nice.
That's a 23 again.
You hit the spider.
Oh boy, that's
D6.
a 7.
7. In fact, they have advantage
Yeah.
because of fairy fire. So you can go ahead and roll, even though you hit, go ahead and roll again just to see if it was a
No,
crit.
D20.
And roll the d20 again
roll
the
to see if it was a crit.
Nope.
All right. All right, so you all have advantage to hit the spiders because they're glowing down in the darkness.
Excellent.
And at this point, the Dragonborn and the Goliath both realize that they are stuck in a web with giant spiders fast approaching.
All right, so that I can fix.
Can I jump on one of them?
You can try.
Wait, so you want to jump down?
No, I jump on one of them, so I won't be stuck.
Who are you going
As
to
soon
jump
as
on?
the fairy
One of the
fire
party
hits
members
and
or one of the
Goliath sees
spiders?
what's around,
I'm
and
trying to-
Skyfist sees what's around, he starts laughing. Ha ha ha! This is battle!
All right, it's still your turn. You still have your movement. You just cast fairy fire.
I'm gonna try to like fall on one of the spiders.
You want to jump down on one of the spiders?
Yes.
All right.
What could possibly go wrong?
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Hopefully.
Go ahead and make it with advantage because they're lit up by fairy fire.
Well, I'll take the first one, so that'd be 16. That'd be 18.
18.
Yes.
All right, you land on the spider. Give me the bard. I mean the.
Bard.
Best plan ever.
It is. What do you mean?
With it.
I'm gonna pet it a little.
You're gonna bend it a little bit.
Try to calm it down.
All right.
I'm gonna animal handle it.
Yeah.
So the mate, I'm
That's a
19.
great
Yep, you're up with a 19.
So is there anything I can tie the rope to that I'm holding? Do I see anything that'll make a good tie down?
There's these torch. They're like iron posts that are driven into the ground. That's where these lights are.
Okay, so is that my action then to tie it?
Yes.
All right. I tie it off so if I can do something else, that way people can climb up.
All right. Tie it. Is there one? I think there's one right next to the sorcerer.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what these are?
Yep. So I tie the rope there.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Give me a survival check to see how well you tie the rope off.
13.
All right. So it appears secure. You're pretty confident.
Is it Skyfist secure?
Hey, pull on this rope.
Does it even reach? Does it reach all the way down?
It's a 50-foot rope, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So you probably use a few feet to tie it off. So it's probably about 15 feet above the web. So I mean, you could jump. I mean, you're like 7 feet tall. You could
I mean, I
climb
can
up.
probably jump and reach it, but I would have to throw my companions up to get to it.
Or you can land on one of the spiders.
They're already down there. What are you talking about landing?
Oh.
Alright, so that's your.
Yeah, it's all you
So
do.
you're doing? Okay. So I'm gonna throw that firebolt.
All right.
You can tame them.
Well, that's not good.
Does it hit the web?
No, it's gonna be a. Yeah, so that's high. Does a 14 hit?
Would you get 14?
Sorry. Oop, that's the wrong thing.
What's your spell attack modifier?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And it's.
It's probably like a plus
No, that's a 9. I'm fine.
a 9.
Yeah.
All right. So you miss the spider, and your firebolt burns away part of the webbing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot at
thank you.
whatever spider the pirate hit.
Well, I would think you don't want her to burn all the way to it. It's what's holding you up.
Hey, it's not all the way
You
down.
can't fly.
You don't have any wings yet.
I don't need wings to be fearless.
17.
17 hits.
I think you need a situation.
I have 2 crossbows. What do you mean? All right. Well, they're both going to hit them.
Your 2 crossbow bolts fly down into the chasm and strike the spider.
Yep, 14.
Right, are you hitting the one that? Which one did you hit?
We never decided.
All right. Well, just roll a d6 then. All right. So it was this one.
Okay.
All right. So you guys have both hit that one.
Yep. So
I forgot to
14
roll
more
for
damage.
Chuck, so Chuck can just go at the end.
Okay.
Look.
Sounds good. You gonna do anything with your movement?
I'm gonna shake my head disappointedly at everybody that jumped down into the chasm.
I didn't mind it style.
Tell Chuck, don't go jumping in pits, Chuck. You want to sit up top here and be shooting at arrows at the things down in the pits.
Chuck's got a crossbow.
Yeah.
All right. And what was your initiative?
12.
12. All right. Who's next?
I got a 2, so I'm pretty sure I'm at the end.
Yeah, you're at the end.
Me. So let me cut off this webbing so I can get to the fighting.
All right.
So what do you need me to do for
You're
that?
being held up by
You can either make an attack against the webbing, or you can make a strength check to get out of the webbing.
Let's do the strength check.
All right. Both of those will take your action, so you won't be able to attack the spider this turn.
Oh, that's fine.
Wow.
4.
All right. So you are still stuck in the webbing.
Great.
You need to pull out a different D20.
There's some big spiders. Big spiders.
All right. Is that
This is a
that's
little
everybody,
minor
right? Except for the
inconvenience.
Goliath.
Yeah. Chuck,
And Chuck, you're going last. All right. So the spiders close in on the barbarian and the dragonborn.
What about me? I'm on one of them.
You're along for the ride.
They're a little
All right.
fly.
Does a 14
They don't
hit
pay
you?
attention to me.
All right. So the spider tries to bite you, and it clamps down on your armor to no avail.
Okay.
And the spider has no success biting you. Probably because it's wobbling on the web that's no longer as secure as it used to be, thanks to the firebolts.
You're welcome. He doesn't say that. He's not that.
So it's on me?
Yeah, you are up.
So from my prone position, can I see how badly the web is damaged?
Well, it's all lit up.
Yeah, because the spider's glowing. So yes,
Yeah, but I'm also laying on my back.
right. So you can try to attack with disadvantage.
Right, can I see how bad the web is?
The weapon's glowing.
Like craning your neck and turning and.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you can see it's. I mean, it's. It's damaged. There's a hole in
but
it.
it's still holding us up?
It's still holding you up for now.
Okay.
I mean, if
If
somebody's,
I were to attack from my prone position, is that a disadvantage?
it would be, but the spiders are glowing, so you can make the attack normally. Because you're essentially.
So first of all, let's do this so that I don't forget. I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Alright.
Plus 2 damage.
Now, the question is, do I want to attack or do I want to get up?
I get up.
Yeah, but would Skyfist do that? That's the question.
True.
What is Skyfist?
Skyfist is going for an attack.
Alright.
Skyfish should probably look through the web and see. Well, you can't see anything because you're not dark vision.
Well,
I
it's
can't
all
see
very
anything
fired
beyond
up.
the beyond the. So normal, the advantage and disadvantage cancel out.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, I hit.
hello.
So Skyfist tangles around in the spider's web and
everybody.
swings his axe at
Yeah,
the
it's a
giant
24.
spider. Yeah, you definitely hit.
We're fighting spiders.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage?
Yep.
Alright. So you're a little more tangled in the web now
That's fine.
as you flail about. But you struck the spider and you dealt it damage.
Indeed.
Alright, and we're back at the top.
Nope. Chuck.
Oh, Chuck, that's right.
Dang, bro.
Chuck's gonna shoot a crossbow.
Come on, Chuck. Do what your big brother Garrett taught you.
Chuck, the
Ain't the
NPC
weekend one.
sidekick.
Chuck gets to 12.
Chuck, the 12 does not hit the giant spider.
You'll get it, Chuck. Hang
Oh,
in
but
there.
roll with advantage because the spiders are still lit up by the fairy
That's
fire.
true.
Kill the damage
Oh,
one
I didn't do
first.
that. That was my bad.
Chuck
Gotta
gets
do
a
that next
16.
16. Alright, 16 hits the spider.
Oh, now you're doing it, Chuck. Come on.
First time I fired this thing.
Good work, Chuck.
That's the one right here. It's a whole 2 points of damage.
Alright.
Good job, Chuck. Good effort.
Alright, now we're at the top.
Are we gonna start a Chuck chant?
Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
All Chuck can think about is that there's beer back in the room. He's very excited.
And be his reward after he kills a spider.
Priorities.
If I were to cast animal friendship on it and tell it to go back up,
Can you cast animal friendship on the
yes,
spider?
I would like to do that.
Alright. What is the
You're not
does
first.
it make a saving throw against animal friendship?
I
Oh yeah, it's not his
Yeah.
turn.
He's first.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh, that's right. You're up.
Gosh darn. He couldn't see before, that's why.
Yeah.
Gosh darn.
But I can see him now. And I'm gonna shoot again.
All right. The same one.
Yeah, why not?
All right. This spider now has crossbow bolts and an arrow sticking out of its back.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's still kicking.
So is the spider.
Do you hit or do you hit?
Yes.
You definitely hit. Roll your damage.
It's either 20 or 22. Take your pick. That's a 9.
9.
9.
All right. At that point, the spider squirms and its legs curl up underneath it, and it falls into a big lump in front of the dragonborn.
Bye forever, spider.
Is that good?
Yes!
Okay.
I don't know. What do spiders smell like that close? That it's laying on top of you.
I'm not good at explaining smells, just sights.
All right. So now the bard is up.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
cast
can't see
Animal Friendship.
All right. Do they get a saving throw against your animal friendship? How does that work?
It's dead now.
A wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw? It does not make its wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Or, well, does it make it with advantage since you were attacking its friend?
If you or your companion harm the target, the spell ends.
Okay. So, it has not been harmed.
Then I'm gonna like try to help the other people out. Does this end combat? It's charmed by me.
It's charmed by you, so it's your friend now.
Yes.
Um,
But the question is, intelligence 4 or lower.
You also didn't tell Skyfist that it's charmed. Skyfist is going to attack.
I'm gonna just say, it's our friend now. Because of my fancy talking to it.
Alright, so you've convinced it you mean no harm.
On the bottom, though, it says, if it failed the check, it is charmed.
Yeah, it is charmed. But the spell lets you convince the beast that you mean it no harm. Alright, the problem is it's still hungry.
Well, I still got 8 day rations in my pack.
You've used your action.
Combat over.
Well, combat's not quite over. It's friendly to you, but at this point there's still food in its web.
Can I drop all my rations on the web instead?
You can try.
I'm gonna try that.
All right, so you just dump out your newly acquired rations into
Yes.
the web. All right. So a bunch of beef jerky and
Pemmican.
kind of falls all over Skyfist.
Some extra seasoning for when the spider eats you.
Seasoning.
What? Why, horny?
Why?
You're not even gonna explain. You're just gonna let it ride. Let's do this.
I'm just saying, I did not mean for this to happen, but it'll happen somehow.
Make you realize that you're hungry.
It's hilarious. You're just like,
Speaking of jerky,
I guess I'll die.
All right, so you're up,
I am?
right?
Yeah. 18.
Yeah.
We'll shoot a crossbow. We're still with advantage?
You're still an advantage. Did you tell everybody that you charmed the spider?
I would think so. I said with my fancy speech, I befriended it.
20 hit?
Yeah.
Apparently nobody cares.
The spider brainwashed him somehow.
All right, you strike the spider. So the bard is calming the spider down, casting his animal friendship spell, and the cleric just shoots a crossbow bolt that goes right past his ear.
Right in there.
50%.
Sticks in the
I
back of the
demand
spider's back.
50% of your pay docked.
All right.
I think we're sending mixed messages.
Yep.
Well, did it see it attack
He
you?
might be your friend. I hate spiders.
That's kind of speciesist if you ask me. but-
Looking at this web, can I assess how bad the damage is if I miss again? Like, what may be the repercussions of that?
Yeah, because you have dark vision and you can see fairly well down there, especially since the spiders are glowing.
Okay.
Chances are, if you miss again, somebody's gonna fall. It all depends on where exactly you hit the web.
Well, I forgot to roll with advantage last time. But, alright, but you're riding this spider, right?
Yeah, so I won't fall.
The spider falls, you fall.
If
but
I
a
light
spider
the
won't
spider
fall.
on fire, that's not good for you.
It would be fine.
I will be fine. Unfortunately, the web will be not.
So,
That was horrible English.
You won't be fine if you
I am the come
I
down.
yell down, I'm gonna hold my action.
You can't fly out of this.
If I see
I did not
the
expect
spider
to
move
fly.
to attack anybody,
I can climb.
So you're expecting
again,
to die.
because I'm watching what's happening, and I think that it's going to be like a fatal kind of thing, then I'll attack, but only if I think it's like the last absolute. And then I'm going to yell down to Skyfist and be like, you need to get up here now.
What battle?
But the web is falling apart and you will die.
Battle!
Battle is almost over.
Perhaps.
Skyfist kill spider.
Survive to kill more spiders. We need Skyfist. We all die without
You can't
Skyfist.
reason with it. What are you doing? You'll make it angry.
Skyfist like gold.
So come get gold and ale and more spiders to kill.
Perhaps.
All you need to do is climb the rope.
Well, she's still pretty
Can I
good
make a
stuck in
persuasion
the
check on this one?
Oh, the hermit.
What is she rolling
Persuasion.
against?
I got
Your
high
insight.
charisma.
Wisdom insight versus her charisma. Persuasion.
It's a 19.
You win.
Got 18. Fist,
Alright.
listen, girls.
You have convinced Skyfist not to.
Fine. Skyfist come up. Skyfist throw up Dragon Man first.
You gotta get out of the web first.
Okay.
That is true.
I'm kind of stuck.
I gotta take my turn
My
first.
work here is done.
Skyfist, counterpoint, kill the spider, get 2 barrels of beer in glory.
Skyfist doesn't like beer. Stop trying to buy him the beer.
Well, then what's the point?
Actually,
Fire drink. Fire
Same
whiskey.
thing.
Fire water. That's it.
fire water is ale.
No, fire water is
And
whiskey.
axe throwing.
Fire water is
All alcohol is technically fire water.
liquor.
Well, they don't have barrelfuls of liquor in the office across the way.
Batman.
16.
16
Damage.
total damage?
Yeah.
Alright.
Bad.
So 2 more crossbow bolts strike the spider on either side of the half elf. What's your character's name again?
Genesis.
Genesis.
I'm gonna just like Babe Ruth point at him. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna get you next.
Good luck, I'm up here and you're down there.
Alright. And I think our Dragonborn is up.
Oh. Well, I need to get out of this web, so I'm going to try strength check again to see if I can't get out. Or it didn't even go in the darn thing.
You're rolling your thing here. There you
No, that's a 9.
go. 9. The Dragonborn is still stuck. It's great. The Dragonborn jumped down to save the barbarian and is stuck in the web.
Well, at least I'm not falling.
True.
Hope you're learning your lesson.
Don't jinx it.
Jumping is good when you have something to jump on.
Alright, so Spider's turn, right?
Yep.
So at this point,
But what do you have seen the people attacking?
well, at this point the spider is badly wounded, so it turns and starts to climb away.
Okay, I'm fine with this.
Are you staying on the spider?
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
All right.
Adventure.
It's not climbing
This is
up,
fine.
it's climbing away, correct?
Right, it's climbing down towards the end of the chasm.
I'm here for adventure.
You're also
Oh,
alone.
goodness sakes.
And we never saw Genesis
Now I gotta
again.
follow this guy down the hole.
All right.
No, you don't.
You have dark vision though, right?
Yes.
So before you, as you ride on the back of this spider, there's a little like nook, maybe a 10-foot by 8-foot wide nook at the end of the chasm.
Is there anything in there?
Yeah, the walls seem to be moving on the inside of that nook.
I'm gonna sort of like
Okay, cool.
kind of do an animal handling check to make it go upwards now.
Well, it's not your turn yet.
Oh no. Okay, I understand. I know why the walls are moving.
You know why the walls are moving?
Yes.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it Chuck's turn?
It's my turn.
The
Oh man.
Yep. That's what I thought.
so the walls start moving towards you, and now there's little tiny spiders crawling all over you.
Oh my god.
So
Oh,
Garrett,
There
I was on this adventure one time where this guy ran ahead and he got eaten by spiders.
Oh,
Can you believe it? It's
that-
like
that
deja
sounds
vu.
terrible.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
running
That sounds
ahead.
I can't see anything down there. Is that what's going on?
That's what's happening.
Oh my, this is terrible. Oh, the humanity.
Oh,
All right, so
Actually, is making my skin crawl.
so
I know, I got a
Skin
little tingle
crawl?
and I was like, ugh. No.
so inside the little nook, there's a another one of these spiders that's dead. It looks like it's like mostly eaten as the
Same with
baby
the big spiders.
as the baby spiders
No, right?
that were devouring it. But now they're coming to devour you.
seems legit.
Goodbye.
From what I
sleep.
hear about that last adventure, that kind of happened in there too.
That is quick.
Chuck's like, don't worry,
Oh,
I'm going to
man.
shoot it.
Oh, good job, Chuck.
It's gonna be no sleep
If
tonight.
you hit one of those little baby ones on top of him, you'll get a whole barrel of beer.
All right, so you get attacked by tons of little tiny spider bites.
I got you.
You know, roll like 300 d4s.
That would have been a 4. If it,
Do they have to roll to attack?
They hit you.
Ah, I got you.
They hit you.
I got you.
You take 10 damage from the various spider bites.
I like how you're just like, there's no escape. There's no escape.
Oh no, I rolled the hit.
You rode an effing spider, this is what you get.
Gotta taste the rainbow.
There's no
Does it
rainbow.
taste like blood? Because that's what it looks like.
There's no
hurts so
rainbow
good.
here. Only death.
All right, so that was a spider's turn. Now it's Skyfist's turn.
It hurts.
All right, Skyfist is going to stand up.
All right.
Try a strength check
Strength
to get
check
out.
to get out of the way.
And I am raging, so I
It
get
hurts
advantage.
so good.
Yes.
18.
It hurts so
All right.
good.
You stand up. You are now balancing precariously on the web.
So good.
No longer stuck and thrown.
good on you.
If I can cast Animal Friendship on the baby. They count as one
Did
turn.
he carry you away?
No,
That's all I can do.
Do like an early
done.
mosh pit?
All right, well, you have your movement if you want to try to get
Crowd
to the rope.
surf the spiders?
No, I'm not going to leave the paladin down here.
Okay.
Because the paladin can't reach the rope by himself, can he?
I could dragonborn. He's 7
I mean,
foot
you
tall.
could, the chasm's pretty narrow. You guys could climb the rock face.
Oh, in that case, yeah, I'll move towards the rope.
All right, so you can climb half your move speed, so 15 feet. Yeah, so you're right at the rope at this point.
Okay.
So you can grab a hold of the rope.
Yep, I do so.
All right, so Skyfist is climbing up the rope, and Chuck,
Chuck,
NPC Chuck.
Chuck can see the spider, the big spider still, right?
Yes.
Chuck is going to try to hit it.
All right.
Do we still roll with advantage on it?
Yeah, it's still glowing with the fairy fire.
Chuck is +3, so he gets 18.
All right, Chuck hits. Another crossbow bolt zings past the half-elf noble bard and sticks into the spider.
I'm okay with this.
The hero we need, but not what we deserve.
10 points damage.
All right.
Chuck?
You're doing it, Chuck. You're doing it.
Chuck's a beefy boy.
What did I say? He's gonna be like Podrick. We give him
Good shot, Chuck. Goodness sakes.
So this crossbow bolt strikes the spider, and the spider starts to collapse underneath the noble bard.
Dang.
Give me a dexterity check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right. So you jump off the spider and grab a hold of the cliff as the spider falls deep into the chasm.
I'm gonna say you backflip that one with that 20.
Yeah.
Do some pizzazz. my
I'm pretty
friend.
dead.
With all the skills of a Jedi.
Chuck looks down there, he goes, I don't know if that helped him out or not.
And now he's hanging onto a cliff or something. He's got a bunch of baby spiders
Yeah, I
crawling
don't
on him.
know.
So you're covered in a swarm of spiders clinging to the side of a cliff.
You're a natural shot chuck, but you may have just killed our friend.
I can't even see him anymore.
All right. And where are we at? Whose turn is it?
Top of
Right to the top.
Oh,
You think if I
Fire.
cast Feather Fall and then I just jump?
now what?
You can try.
Well, you can kind of see the bard
You don't
because
need to worry
one,
about
he's
me.
covered in spiders, and the light of the spider that he was riding on just fell down deep into the chasm.
You don't need to worry about me.
I would
half it's
imagine
gone.
that because you're still concentrating on the spell, right?
Yes.
All right, so I imagine the dead spider is still glowing on the other side of the chasm over here, so you can kind of see if you want to try to take a shot at the spiders that are crawling all over the hill.
Oh,
That could go real bad.
that could go
You have rope.
oh
don't
so
you?
right.
Throw him a rope.
I do. I do have rope.
Oh so right. Okay. Don't roll low.
It's just a funny suggestion. Hey, you can take a shot at the spiders, but you might kill them.
The baby spider.
One spider. 300 shots later.
It's like, don't move. This takes pinpoint accuracy. We'll just throw him a rope. Just throw
We
him-
might not be the most efficient, but we're the most effective.
All right, so a rope comes hurling down at you. It's a 50-foot rope, I assume. So it's about 5 feet above your head.
Okay. I guess I'll climb up.
All right. Yeah, because you still have your movement left. You could,
Yes.
you could climb up and grab a hold of the rope.
I'm gonna do that.
All right, and
Well, they already got a fresh body.
oh, it's actually your turn too.
And then I'm gonna climb up even more.
All right. Are you gonna try to get the spiders off you, make an attack of some kind?
Most definitely.
I'm just letting you know, if those things start climbing up the rope, you're gone.
It feels good to have a fellow comrade.
Don't stab yourself. Don't stab yourself.
That's like 23.
23. All right, you managed to stab some of the spiders.
Dang. How many are left?
How much damage did you do?
Oh, okay. I need 4.
All right. So 4 of the spiders go falling to their death.
Dang. How many more are there?
You probably have about, at least 15 that are still crawling all over you. They're about the size of your hand.
Dang. I'm very comfortable.
No, thank you.
I just stayed up top.
So good.
I'm always happy I stay up top.
Okay. Okay.
That's what
I
you
understand.
I'm not here to be a hero, I'm here for my treasure.
All right.
That is sad. I am sad.
Yeah, me too, big guy.
Well, there's nothing else to attack, right?
The baby's on.
I think that combat is ended. It's not really combat between me and them.
You will die.
Well, perhaps.
This combat is your problem.
Combat's my problem.
How many? So Skyfist is up or halfway up?
Skyfist is climbing
Just
up.
on the rope.
You have a rope, right? So I'll throw another. I have 50 foot of silk rope in my pre-spout, so I'll throw it down so the dragonborn can grab it when he's ready.
All right.
Because there's nothing else to attack right now, right?
No.
The baby's on Genesis.
Well,
You probably hit Genesis.
Yeah.
I mean, you do notice that it's the halfling who's holding the rope for the half elf.
Ah.
Probably not good.
Is it feeling a little heavy?
A little bit, yes.
6 foot.
All right, I
It
go over
doesn't
and
help
help
that
him
he's
with the
become
rope.
the human swarm.
I go over and take the rope.
Well, the Genesis
Thank you.
swarm.
I look down. I'm like,
I'm a
you
simple
better get up
man.
here before those spiders do. I hate spiders.
I'm a simple man.
One of these things touches me, you're gone.
I'm
What
thankful
about
for this.
crabs?
Same priorities.
They're kind of sea spiders.
Yeah, I eat those. I don't eat regular spiders.
I do.
Just as crunchy, tastes like
You
chicken.
eat regular spiders?
They're full of protein. You just don't want the really hairy ones. I'll show you how to cook them.
All right. So you run over, grab the rope, help the halfling not fall in the pit.
Ah, a valiant effort.
All right. And now Salazar's up.
Cool. I don't
could
want to
light
let
the
you on
rope
fire.
on fire.
I don't want to let you on fire.
I'm a simple man.
I am not. I don't want
A worthy
to light my
sacrifice.
friends on fire.
You could take my rope and throw it down to the paladin. So
A small price to pay for
Okay.
salvation.
I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna take the other rope and throw down, and I'm going to, I guess, attempt to also tie it to the same spot that's the other rope was tied to.
All right, make a survival check to tie the rope off.
Not gonna be good,
It's a
guys.
silk rope. It's real slippery.
Well, you're convinced you've tied it well.
Oh yeah,
Don't lose
it
my
was a
rope.
6, so I just like wrapped. I didn't even put a knot in it.
Oh, I
It's
should
like-
definitely hold a 700-pound dragon for you.
So
With his plate armor.
what could possibly go wrong?
I could possibly get wrong.
Yeah, I looked down. I'm like, yeah, you're definitely good to go. It's fine.
I like the idea that he could hear a voice like, "Stop calling me fat."
All right,
That's
so it's the ranger's turn.
I'm gonna watch it, supervise. There's nothing for me to do unless I want to shoot you.
Supervision.
All right. Well, you are a ranger, so you would probably notice how poorly.
I'm
Salazar
not
tied the
paying
rope.
attention to any of that stuff.
I'm not paying attention.
That's beyond my scope here.
Truth, man.
Be nice.
You shot the spiders. You're done.
Yeah, they chose to jump in that pit. I'm not getting involved. This is so you have to pay for your actions. Okay.
All right. So since you're not really invested in what's going on down in the pit, you actually you notice shadows moving towards you.
I've heard about this. My ancestors, the Shadow People.
There's something coming down that from that tunnel down that way.
From over here.
Yep, that way. Coming towards you.
Can I kind of make out like what the shadows look like?
Give me a perception check.
Are they shadowy shadows?
Are they people shaped, perhaps?
Can they not be trusted?
Unimaginable horrors? 18.
All right, they do appear to be people-shaped, short, stout, people-shaped shadows.
Dwarves.
Oh man, I'll kind of say this in an elevated voice. What are we gonna do with all these barrels of ale and vast amounts of salted meats and the like? Oh man, I just don't know. We'll see how they react. They look like maybe rotting flesh and shambling, not that great. Maybe already in action to shoot at them, but
All right, well,
We can get everybody out, maybe we get them to fall in the pit.
yeah.
nobody they don't respond,
No. Ooh, that's not a good sign.
but they do appear to be moving closer down that hallway towards you.
Well, the bridge is gone.
They might jump.
Might lay down and make a bridge.
Yeah, good. Part of the hive.
Are you gonna tell anyone that you see that? Aside from making that comment that
Oh,
none of
I'm
us
just
are
talking to
aware.
myself here? Come on. Oh,
Alright.
there's a bunch of shadow people over there. Look out.
All right, and so
Bad guys.
Dragonborn.
Alright. Let me give it another try. So far, I've had no success at this.
There you
There
go.
we go. 20.
All right, so you break free of the webbing, and I'm assuming you're going to use your movement to climb up to grab the rope.
Yes, I'm going to try to grab the rope. Or, do you need a check on that, or?
You did let the hermit
Actually,
throw the
I
rope
need
down.
a
Let's just be
dexterity saving throw because you grab the rope and it is not secure and it comes down with you.
Can Skyfish
Fall
use
to
his
the
reaction
bottom.
to grab the dragonborn?
You can try.
Grab the rope.
All right,
1. Non-natural 1. But 1.
What am I rolling?
roll a dexterity
Dex?
saving throw.
Oh no, bro, that's not my thing. Oh no.
Goodbye.
I'm not a player.
All right, Skyfist reaches out and just barely misses the Dragonborn, who ends up falling back into the web.
YOLO!
Sal, you owe me a rope.
Yeah, about that.
Dang.
That was high quality too.
That was my rope.
Highest quality silk I've ever seen in this
Listen.
mine.
Okay, no problem, friend.
I'll remember.
Yeah, my character's not. He wouldn't argue. He'd be like, "Oh, so sorry."
Good shot.
All right. So you're still covered in
It's time to
spiders.
see. It's time to see.
What's your armor class?
12.
12.
How many hit points you got left? Did you eat your berry?
Oh wait, I can do that?
That'll only give you one more.
On your action?
I don't think one more hit point's gonna help you when he's busting out like 64 over there.
Oh, so
Well, I'm down.
Yeah, so that is 10 more damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Or actually, it's only 9 more damage.
Gotcha, I'm down.
Alright. So you're climbing up the rope, you're trying to fight all the spiders off,
Dang.
and
Death.
you go unconscious.
Ah.
does he go unconscious holding onto the rope?
Not
He,
anymore.
he lets go of the
Does
rope.
my iron will still
That's what you should have done. You should have wrapped your arm up in the rope or something. When you were
But he
climbing.
does land in the web. He doesn't fall to his death. So he's still stuck in the web.
Dang. That is rough.
So you're unconscious and you're in the web. And now the spiders are climbing up your rope.
Oh,
I don't have.
yeah.
I'm not holding on to it. It's just like,
You let the rope go.
Nice knowing you.
I warned you.
Someone in the pit gang better get over there. I'm not jumping down.
There's a huge infestation.
Coward!
Alright,
You're down there already. It'll be quicker if you get over there.
as you let go of the ropes, most of the spiders go falling down deeper into the pit because they were on the rope. Some of them kind of scatter about, running for their lives.
Yeah, let's go to the mine. Let's jump in the pit. It'll be great.
You know, it's what adventurers do.
I'm looking at you in panic. Do we have any more rope?
I have more
Oh my
rope.
God.
Yeah, everybody's got ropes.
I'm gonna
Guys,
hold
this
on
guy's
for it.
rope.
I'm gonna cover up my rope. You guys are not
You're
getting
still
any of
on
my
rope.
rope.
So we're just keeping your rope intact.
So Skyfist is about halfway up the rope when he looks back and sees the bard falling in back into the web and notices that the Dragonborn is also stuck in the web again.
Oh. I thought I fell down the pit.
no, you're
Oh no, he fell back into the web.
Oh, thank gosh.
Skyfish going to get horny.
No.
So I let go of the rope.
Back into the web.
Back to the pit
Oh,
you go.
shoot. Yeah,
Alright,
so
give-
what is that? A
Give me a
dex?
dexterity saving throw.
Oh, this is
my thing,
very
man.
disorganized.
20.
Okay, so you land in the web. You're on your feet, tight roping on the web. You're not stuck.
All right, so I tight rope over to the bard and kind of like hitch him up under my arm,
Okay.
All right.
Wholesome moment.
and then I go back to the rope. How much movement is that?
That's all your movement.
That's all my movement?
So you're,
Okay.
you're standing beneath the rope, holding the bard under your arm.
Are we still in combat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, we'll stay in initiative order, even though we're not technically in combat, just to keep track of.
Things that may happen.
The strange shadow people across the gap.
Who is it?
Kazoo.
All right. So that was Skyfist's turn. Now it's Chuck's turn.
You missed me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me get myself back up.
He went already.
It's not. Yeah, it's not your turn. It's Chuck's turn.
You grabbed the rope
Yeah,
and
you
you
grabbed the
fell.
rope and
You're
fell.
after me. You're before me.
Yeah.
And then the bad guys went, and then Chuck.
All right.
Chuck looks over. He
Shows
goes,
mine
"You let go of the rope?
Yeah, yeah.
What's going on here?"
That's what happens when you go down pits, Chuck. It just doesn't make sense.
So Chuck should have a rope of his own. So Chuck throws a rope down
Oh,
to the barrel.
Chuck, you don't want it. Look at how they treated these last two ropes, Chuck.
Ropes
They're both
aren't
at the
the
bottom of the pit. Come on. That's why I'm not putting my rope down there. You got to learn from these moments.
All right. So
You're
Chuck,
such a
Chuck
cynic.
throws
But
his rope.
he gave me beer. He throws his rope down.
Chuck throws his rope
And he
down.
ties it off to something because there's no way he can pull a dragonborn out of the pit.
All right. give me a survival check for Chuck. Actually, roll with advantage because Chuck is a sailor.
A strong boy.
Chuck, even with advantage, Chuck gets a 10.
All right.
Dang.
So Chuck ties the rope off, and we're back at the top with the.
Now this man.
Pirate.
Oh,
Dang.
see, we started with him because you couldn't see, so I keep thinking he's at the top of the initiative.
That's okay.
All right.
Dang, bro. That's,
I'm just gonna hold my action.
All right. You also notice the shambling shadows coming down the hallway.
shadow people.
Oh, I can see them shamble now. That's not a good sign.
Well, that's the last
or ready in action? Or
I will ready my bow.
you're gonna ready your bow to shoot at the.
What was I trying to say? We appear to be having a shambling problem on the other side.
All right. Are you using your movement at all? Or are you just staying put?
No,
right
I'm good right there.
All right. So you knock your bow and you aim it at the oncoming shadows, and
That's
the cleric.
Well, now it's the bard's. We'll have to make his death save.
All right, give me the death saving throw.
Is that my constitution?
Yes, add your Constitution.
That's a 1 fail.
All right.
Con is not a dump stat.
Thank you.
You are standing right next to a paladin.
As the barbarian is holding the half elf under his arm, he feels its body starting to go cold.
Dang, brother. Dang.
So they're at the rope, on the rope, or they're just on the web right now?
On the web now. They're right
Yeah,
below the rope.
Skyfist is standing on the web, holding the bard under his arm.
Dang. Healer.
There's a paladin right next to you. What are you talking about? You're the healer.
So
He's only first level now. Do they have?
You get it at
Yeah,
flow,
I
do you?
have lay on
Yeah,
hands.
he's got
Okay.
lay on hands.
So
We didn't use it at all last time because nobody told me they were injured, but you get it.
if I use a ready action to pull on the rope, when he finally makes it to the rope, can I help him get up?
Sure.
That's what I'm going to do.
All right, so you ready your action to help pull them up. All right.
Cool. So I'm gonna look down. How far are these shambling creatures?
What was your initiative?
I was an 18.
You were an 18. Okay, yeah. So go ahead. They haven't rounded the corner yet.
So they're like back this way.
Right. They're probably like literally right at that edge of that corner, just out of your line of sight.
Can I see him?
This bridge isn't here anymore.
Since I'm here?
Right, but I'm here, so I'm wondering that would be a direct. Like I could probably see a little bit, and I could.
Can you? Oh yeah, you can see in the dark.
Yeah, I can see 60 feet, and not only that,
I can't
I'm
see in the
wondering
dark. I can't
if
see
I
him.
can at least make out the shadow shapes. I should be able to aim a spell in that direction, right?
Yeah, you can aim it like if you have an area effect spell.
Put some fire over there, then I can see him, then I can shoot him.
That's the plan. All right. Ask me how well this is gonna go.
As always,
You just gotta hit the general area, then I can shoot him.
Well, if I light one on fire, that would be good, right?
Be better than lighting none of them on fire, in my world.
Do it for Gary.
Yeah.
Do you have your player's handbook ready for your wild?
I can. Yes.
Ah,
Because you
D100.
used your Tides of Chaos yesterday.
I did. That happened. Can we assume there was a long rest in between, by the way? Because we, the next day.
Yeah, it was a long rest since last time, but
Yeah, I'm just making sure because I reset my spell slots and didn't ask.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
19 cast one more.
I'm gonna do magic missile. Because it'll hit multiple. And then at least with that magic missile, it doesn't say what kind of. It just says 3 glowing darts of magical force.
yeah, it's force damage.
So it's not necessarily going to leave anything behind, right?
No. But it automatically hits. You can just target the shadows and hit them.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Another gator.
I'll see the general direction.
Yeah.
I'll just shoot over there. Shoot that way.
Well, firebolt would light something on fire, which gives you a target.
It doesn't matter.
The magic
You do whatever.
missile is
I
definitely
got 2
gonna-
shots. Both my crossbows are loaded, ready to go.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast magic missile. This is gonna be great. And it's a D4 plus 1 force damage to 3 different targets. Nope. One.
You
Yeah.
can hit one target with it.
Or 3.
Or 3, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing that.
All right. So you're gonna hit 3 different ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's unfortunate. It's 2 damage to each. Great.
You can roll
Two
all
damage
3
to
if
each
you
one.
want.
I'm gonna do a 3. Okay.
You can do better that way, at
That
least.
was a 3
One more?
and a 3. So 3, 3, and 2.
All right. So two of the shambling shadows coming down the hall kind of stagger backwards as you can tell that you've struck them with your magic force.
Okay.
They say anything?
They let out groans.
Yeah, guys, I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I read a book once about zombies. This is kind of sounding like zombies.
Yeah. I don't think they're dwarfs. No way they wouldn't respond to the kegs full of beer, and I think they'd say something like, who shot me with a magic missile if they got hit by a magic
I
missile.
agree.
Yeah.
Can't respond
You
if they're
said
dead.
something
Yeah.
about that before.
All right, what was the actual initiative number for you?
I got 12.
12?
Yeah.
All right, so about that time,
Do you want me to roll wild magic or not?
yes, roll wild magic too.
Yeah. Hey,
It'll keep rolling.
Yeah,
that's,
look, well-
that's the thing it does. Ooh.
87. Okay.
Here, go ahead and put these guys come.
I'm dead? What did you do?
No, it says you cast fly on a random creature within 60 feet of you.
Oh.
Wait a second.
So,
That includes them, yes.
Random. We gotta.
yeah.
We gotta
how
do
do we,
this.
how
How
do we
many? 2, 4,
determine-
6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
roll it.
We could do a D12 plus 2.
Roll
I
a
have a 12
D10 and a
already, we can do that.
D4.
Yeah,
12 and a
D10.
D4.
Could roll 3
Or a
D4s.
10 and a 4.
Oh, yeah, 10
Have a
4
10.
makes more sense.
7.
Oh,
2.
9.
9.
9.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you've got a flying skeleton coming at you.
I'm so sorry.
We are in
guys.
danger.
Oh my goodness.
Why, so does it start flying closer to us or
funny.
something?
I was
Angel, I think-
really hoping it was going to be one of the people about to fall into a cavernous pit, but you know, whatever, it's fine.
You know the skeleton, they
Chuck's
are
like,
sort
I
of
thought you were my
proficient
friend.
in flying.
I can't wait to see coming at us. Whoosh.
This is why they all wanted me to die.
All right, so the skeleton that's closest to you guys, yeah, it flies over towards the halfling.
So how many feet?
It's got 30 feet of movement. So it flies
Well,
across
get
the
over
pit.
there.
And you get a shot on it because you had your bow ready.
I get my shots because I had my action health.
All right, you guys can unleash your arrows.
Oh, just yeah.
Yeah. We both just roll for
Roll to hit.
attacking. Yeah.
Nice.
21.
14 and a 24.
Oh, that's a band. Okay.
Huh? No, man. I have 2 attacks.
He has 2.
Yes, he has 2 little crossbows.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
That's my whole character, pretty much.
5 damage.
5 damage.
Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
Okay, I'll roll both. 13.
13.
Yep.
All right, so all 3 of your arrows hit, and the skeleton just kind of crumbles inside its armor, and the suit of armor comes crashing down into the web.
Oh, nice job. See, we are ready. Us Rangers, we gotta stick together.
We got ourselves a loot.
I heard some clanking. What was that?
Loot.
Don't worry about it.
But I'm interested.
Roll a D100,
What's
see
your
if it
armor
hits him
class?
in the face.
18.
18. What's Skyfist's armor class?
14.
Huh?
14.
All right, so neither one of you get hit by the suit of armor that falls down.
No!
Nice.
Is it gone? Or is it in a
Is
web?
that battle?
No.
Yeah, up here, you're missing it.
Just
You
some,
jumped in the hole.
just some old
I
armor.
didn't jump, I fell.
It could have been plates. I'd likely
All right, so remove that skeleton that's next to the halfling. He didn't ever make it over there. And then the other 5 all come towards the pit.
Are they gonna jump down the pit?
No, they hurl their hand axes at you.
Oh, unbelievable.
No honor.
That's not great.
No honor.
They appear to be the skeletons of dwarves. They like their axes.
But they're getting rid of their axes.
Let's see. So that's a 14 to hit the halfling.
My armor's 14, so
So you get hit.
darn it.
And a 13 to hit the sorcerer.
Yeah, it's going to hit.
12 to hit. Nope, does not hit the cleric. A 17 to hit the ranger.
Oh man, you can keep me with the highest one? Come on now.
And a 6 to hit Chuck.
Nope.
So Chuck's not hit.
Check it out here. He'd be hustling.
So those of you who got hit, you take 4 damage.
Literally every other one would have missed me. Oh, unbelievable.
and then they reach towards their hip and they pull out another hand axe.
Never-ending hand.
Unbelievable.
This looks promising.
We have got to figure out there's got to be a way for your hat to be a weapon. You can throw it or something.
I got 2 crossbows. What
I know,
other
but I'm
weapons
just
do I
saying,
need?
Like a last ditch. It's got like a cutting brim to it or something.
That's why we gotta
What
find
was
that
the
metal
guy's
one.
name from James Bond? Was it Zero? Was that his name with the? All right. All right. So that was initiative 15. So
My turn. I'm gonna shoot at the one that hit me. He's the best one out of all of them, apparently. 18 and another 18. So 2 more hits.
you rapid fire your 2 little crossbows.
16.
16 damage.
Yep.
All right. You kill that one.
Oh, good. Now that he's out of the way, we can rest easy. All right.
Like butter.
There's really nothing around us. I mean, use cover to your advantage, Chuck. And I'll duck around the corner.
All right. So you take cover in the doorway.
Yeah.
It doesn't have arrow slits in it.
Well, then I can shoot out the arrow slit, can't I? It's the perfect place.
All right. And you're up.
Yeah, you go before me, and so now it's who's after me?
I think we actually skipped you.
Oh, okay.
No, she cast her magic
No, yeah,
missile.
I went
Oh, that's
with
right.
that.
That's right.
Why?
You made the
The
fly
bad guys
skeleton.
have a different initiative now.
Yeah.
So, but you could have used your movement on your turn.
Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. So that's my bad.
Come take cover anyway.
Lesson learned.
All right.
All right. So
And
Now it
now
is,
I'm gonna throw another spell.
it's actually not your turn. I messed up
Oh, okay, just kidding.
because the bad guys are in a different order. Because I rolled separately for the skeleton.
Okay, I thought that one went fast. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what happened because I haven't climbed up the rope.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've done anything.
Yeah, now it's your turn.
And the dragon
No,
Lord's
it's
turn.
a dragon Lord's turn.
All right. So you're stuck in the web still.
Well, got stuck back in the web.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if I can't get myself out again.
Stuck in the web again. Now you're still stuck in the web.
You're extra stuck now.
Let this be a lesson, Chuck. Don't jump into chasms with webs.
You're a poor influence.
Oh,
All right. Now Skyfist
Moving on up the rope.
climbs up the rope easily with the cleric's help, and you guys can put yourself back on the edge of the cliff there.
That's big crit
Welcome
challenge.
back.
Big crit challenge.
just in time for the hand axe volley.
Oh no.
That's all my movement.
That is all your movement, but you still have an attack.
I have to roll a natural 20.
How wide is the chasm?
I mean,
It's like
it's only like 5, 6. Well,
9 feet at some points.
Can I jump it?
yeah. What's your strength?
Pretty decent. 16?
Yeah. So if you have a running start, you can jump your strength in feet.
But I can't get a running start.
Right. And
now.
where you're at is the longest stretch across. Like there's a 5-foot section over here in front of the
Like right here?
Well, if you went
like
past me,
right in front of the sorcerer and the cleric. There's like a 5-foot
Oh, over
stretch
there?
right there.
Okay. Okay. So I'll do that next time. Is that and how much? Is that my movement?
Yeah, you could dash.
That's true. You can use your action
Ooh,
to
I
dash.
could. Yeah, let's do that.
So if you just back up 10 feet and then run 5, 10,
20. Jump.
because you can jump 16 feet with that 10-foot running start.
All right, and I'm gonna bonus action rage.
You already did, didn't you?
Yeah,
It dropped because I didn't get hit.
yeah, she wasn't attacking anything down there.
I wasn't attacking anything and nothing hit me, so it dropped.
All right, so Skyfist jumps across the chasm,
Ha ha ha!
and we're back to the top.
Chuck!
Oh, Chuck. I keep forgetting about Chuck.
Come on, Chuck, do us proud.
Shoot his crossbow.
Oh yeah, Chuck's there.
He's stronger than all of us combined.
Chuck gets 14.
14 hits. Chuck fires his crossbow and strikes one of the dwarven skeletons.
Let's see, 11 damage.
That significantly wounds that skeleton.
You really are learning from me, Chuck.
Oh no, wait, what am I saying? No, 9. It's plus 3 damage. 9 damage, plus 1.
Okay.
Plus 1. 9 damage.
Still, that skeleton looks rather wounded. I mean, I don't know how you tell how wounded a skeleton is, but
The bones
How
are breaking.
brittle
Probably
the
the cracks in
bones.
the bones.
Should have drank more calcium.
all right. So now we're back to the top.
Yeah, I'll just name that same one with short bow again.
All right, you fire your short bow at the same skeleton that Chuck hit.
14.
14 hits,
All right.
and that puts that skeleton down.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's this one.
Sure.
Careful now.
Yeah, I mean,
You made it?
Yep.
Successful save. The bard's not quite dead yet.
can I eat the berry in my unconscious state?
No.
I feel happy.
I feel good.
You're up. Declare it.
I run over and cast Spear of the Dying on the bard. So he's now stable. He has 0 hit points. So he can't die.
Well, he could die. He could die.
Unless something else comes in.
Somebody's got to feed him the berry.
A stray axe flies through the air, scalps him.
Scalp.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, running away, and now casting, if I can. I think I have enough distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Firebolt, it's like
Yeah.
120 feet.
That's what I thought.
You got plenty of range.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna aim for that one with the back.
All right.
Because I want you to get action. And if I attack the one in front of you, I feel like you won't get to fight things. Trying to be considerate. Alright, so range spell attack. 14 to hit?
14 hits.
Yeah!
Your firebolt flies across the chasm and strikes the skeleton.
Ooh! Yeah, 10 damage.
All right.
10 fire damage. I don't know if that matters.
Well, you hit him in the face, and now he kind of looks like a flaming skull.
I yelled Ghost Rider, but no one knows what that means.
I just noticed your dice matcher outfit. Was that on purpose?
No, it was. Wow. No, I'm just bad playing.
All right, where are we at?
My turn.
Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh no, the skeletons get to go.
Oh yeah. You go before me.
I'm in the boat.
All right, so they're down to the last hand axe, and they're not going to throw that. So they charge as fast as skeletons can charge.
That's pretty fast. Are they going to go for the barbarian?
They're all going for Skyfist. 17 hit you? Alright, so you get hit twice for 8 damage.
Reduced to 4?
Actually, sorry, that would be 10 damage reduced to 5 because of your age.
Ha ha ha! Yes!
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So there's this like 8-foot tall Goliath and these 4-foot tall skeletons.
Ankle biters.
Now it's
It's like the
Now you're up,
It's like the
Ranger.
military
Well,
trying to
I'll
fight
shoot
Godzilla.
at the flaming skull looking guy. There's nothing good comes of letting them stick around. That one's not gonna hit. That one's gonna hit. So 9 damage.
Alright, the small crossbow bolt flies over Skyfist's shoulder and strikes the flaming skeleton in the face, ending its undeath.
You don't want him to kamikaze fireball anybody.
And Dragonborn, yes?
Yep.
Are you still in the pit?
Yeah, he's still stuck in the web. Well, did he unstick himself? No, he's stuck down there.
There you go. You are unstuck. Alright, and you use your movement to start climbing up. So
Well, there's
you're-
no rope anymore. They pulled it up, right?
I can.
No, we tied another
Oh,
rope.
okay,
Chuck tied
put
his
another
rope
one.
off.
Okay.
Chuck is
He tied it off with a 10 now, so does it hold?
It holds.
Well, I mean, it could be the same rope that Skyfist climbed up.
Well, they
Yeah.
pulled it up unless he threw it back down.
All
There's a
right.
rope. There's a rope.
Yeah.
Give me a
Oh,
second.
you did pull it back up. Sorry.
Alright, so you're climbing the rope, you're getting out of the chasm.
Yep.
And
Me.
Yep.
Sky Fist.
I'm gonna attack the one directly in front of me. 12.
A 12 does not hit. You scatter rusty armor as you smack it across its dwarven armored chest.
As I look over and go, what?
Ah!
Alright, it's Chuck's turn.
Oh yeah,
Chuck
Chuck!
time.
Chuck time!
NPC Chuck.
11. Chuck misses.
Oh,
Chuck almost hits Sky Fist.
Chuck time.
Alright, and we're back to the top. The bard does not need to make a saving throw anymore. He's been stabilized.
He is stopped.
pirate.
And the halfling is up.
I'm just gonna shoot again.
Yeah.
Nope.
Alright, the halfling does hit Sky Fist.
It was a 1. I'm sorry.
Roll Dame.
The dice decided not to like me this round.
Roll your damage.
Maximum.
6.
So
How much?
6 damage.
You got half damage.
you're raging, so you only take 3.
Gonna go ahead and
Skyface turns
retire.
around and starts screaming unintelligibly at you.
What? I don't speak your language.
Just gonna pretend. Nope, not me.
He looks at Chuck. Chuck has a crossbow too.
Chuck's like,
Who shot that crossbow bolt?
Yeah, I start screaming giant curses.
is it my turn?
It is your turn, cleric.
I would imagine I'm proficient enough to stuff a good berry in his mouth.
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Push it in there.
Do you not have any spells?
18.
18. Yep. All right, you have 1 hit point, and then you have berry juice all over your face.
Dang.
Well, he can heal himself.
And
You have healing, right?
Yeah, but I have you.
the sorcerer is up. Salazar.
I'm going to shoot at that one again. I'm going to do another
I
fireball.
want my turn to come around again so I can use my one phrase.
Woo! Yeah, that's a 19 to hit.
All right. Your firebolt hits the skeleton.
7 damage.
All right. So once again, you set one of the skeletons on fire with your firebolts.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I'm going to eat my berry.
It's all kicking off.
All right.
That's happening. Thank you.
And where are we at?
Bad guys.
Yes.
Are they gonna run away?
Oh, that's a critical.
Oh, Skyfit. Oh,
The 16 hits you, Skyfish, right?
Yep.
All right.
Oh god.
So that's 2 hits, one
How
of
much
which is a
HP do you
crit.
have?
So I'm gonna use my reaction to reduce damage dealt to me by 1d12 plus 3.
With your Goliath Stone's Endurance.
Stone's endurance.
Nice. That's good because I got a really nasty roll.
So I reduce it by 10.
Alright, so you take. The total would be 18 damage.
So
Take 4.
half of that is 9.
Half of that at 9,
So
and
I
your
take
Stone's
no
Endurance, you take no damage. Shrugs off the most brutal attack that these skeletons can give.
That's pretty good.
And now it's the Ranger's turn.
yeah, well, I'll shoot at the flaming one again. 20? Not naturally.
Alright, you hit.
7.
Alright, it goes down. You
All
finish
right.
it off with that shot.
And
Leaving
then
your other hand
yeah,
crossbow
shoot at
to
the other
shoot
one.
again.
23. That'll hit. And 9 damage.
Skyfist isn't gonna get a chance, guys. I think he got 1 hit.
Does 9 finish him off?
9 does not finish him off. This time, even Skyfish flinches a little as the crossbow bolt flies over his shoulder. Because the last one
He
stuck
did
him
get
in the
hit.
back.
He did get hit.
I'm an expert, don't worry.
Alright, and Dragonborn,
Climbing
you are out. You want to get out on the side with the skeleton or with
with
everybody
the
else?
skeleton.
Alright.
I enjoy
Well,
combat.
wasn't the rope tied off? The rope was tied off
Oh,
here.
that's true,
so
the
he
rope-
Oh
could
yeah,
shove.
so you got to put me over there anyways.
Okay, so you get out there. Do you have any sort of ranged attack?
No.
Throw your sword and do something.
You can throw a dagger.
Oh, that's true.
Grab one of the axes off the ground and throw that.
Yeah, I could do the
that too.
dagger.
Yeah.
All right. The Dragonborn climbs out of the chasm, draws his dagger, and slings it across.
16.
It hits.
Oh, 7.
All right, you finish the skeleton off.
Oh, we've done it.
I'm not going to
Skyfist
miss
is
all
so
the action.
disappointed.
You're officially leaving the bone zone.
She's like,
You started off kind of finished off strong.
I don't like stealing combat from others, but
Oh, so Skyfist turns around. He's still raging. He says, "Who hit Skyfist?"
that's me.
I'm gonna whistle and then go back inside the. I'm gonna come out from the. Oh, these are some fine rugs they have inside this office.
Sure, everything's going from coast to toe.
Going too fast.
All right,
Maybe
you notice the halfling is mumbling something.
well, you can do a stealth
Skyfist
check.
points his great axe at the halfling. Coming, Miniman!
You could try to persuade him.
I honestly didn't hear what Skyfist said. So.
I don't speak your language.
Good. It'll sneak up on you then.
Yeah. This will.
Wait, I honestly didn't hear what he said.
Oh, I said I'm coming for you, Miniman.
Oh, okay. My mistake. I'm sorry.
Skyfist coming for you, Miniman.
Skyfist, we're a team.
I'm gonna try persuasion.
Then why Miniman hit Skyfist?
It was an accident.
It
was a
Nobody's
bad
perfect.
shot.
I made
kill him
the
now, why not
zombies
wait
fly. It
and
wasn't
torture
on
him over a
purpose.
long
Sometimes
period
these
of
things
time.
just happen.
Through mental.
Ah! Too much talking!
Magic.
You're confusing, man. He might get angry.
He's already angry.
So, my character is gonna walk up to one of the now dead corpses and like dead corpses and start drawing it while he waits for everyone else to figure out what they're doing.
Okay. So you jump across the chasm there?
Well, we killed one like right here, the one that flew.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So I was thinking.
That fell down the chasm.
Oh, it did fall.
Yeah.
Do you want to go down
Oh,
the
did it?
chasm?
Yeah. That's why you guys had to
Oh
make
yeah,
a
the
dex
armor,
save.
the armor, yeah.
That's right. I
The
forgot
armor
about
fell
that.
down. The skeleton disintegrated.
What's your strength?
Not. It's 10.
10.
Yeah.
Well,
You can make it across the
you
same one that
you could
Skyfist
jump.
made
You
across.
could jump the narrow part. 'Cause if
Okay.
you with a running jump, you could jump 10 feet.
I'm going to start drawing and mumbling, hopefully calming words at Skyfist, like, "It's okay, buddy, don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine. There's dead things everywhere."
Well, his rage wears off because he's not hitting anything and nothing's hitting him, so.
Cool. Out of curiosity, is that pathway there at the edge of the map? Did we see that coming through? Like, is that actually a crossway, like a bridge?
Or here.
Yeah, where that
Oh.
lantern is.
Yeah, you can go that way.
We could. Okay. So, I'm gonna look back at everyone and go. So, there was another bridge. Do we want to meet in the middle?
And split the party.
Okay, he doesn't know. Yeah.
Oh, you have been alone for most of your life. We'll go that way.
Yeah, I had Skyfist. What could possibly go wrong?
Ah,
I'll start
Skyfist need
walking. I'll
nap.
start walking this way then. Come on, everybody.
Nah, I go with Skyfist.
Okay, you go ahead.
You jump over the chasm.
Yeah, to get my dagger and to go with Skyfist.
All right. So put the Dragonborn across the chasm there.
Okay. Alright. Oh, halfling is
Thanks
not in the
for the
pit. Where's the
dagger.
halfling going?
I'm gonna go that way because I'm afraid for my life.
You should be.
I really
you're
should.
safe over here with us, Les.
Huh.
What's the cleric and Chuck doing?
Chuck hates splitting up the party.
They want to split up the party.
We're going
I
back. We're
did
going
not
this way with
expect
everybody else.
everyone to be like, yeah, this is a great idea. It's fine. Don't worry, guys. What could possibly go wrong?
instant death.
Chuck's terrified, and at the same time he wants to look at a dead dwarf.
On the way over, we'll give him some coaching.
Yeah.
Now, Chuck, what you don't want to do is do what those people have decided to do.
You are a bad influence, sir.
Well,
bad
actually,
influence.
that's a good influence. They're doing a bad thing.
You guys jumped in the pit and almost got eaten by spiders. That is like literally the same thing that happened in the last campaign.
To be
Party got
fair,
split, got eaten by spiders.
I'm trying to
Skyfist
save people.
fell.
What's wrong with you?
Skyfist is
ahead.
not responsible
you went ahead
for
by
the two
yourself.
idiots that jumped after him.
I didn't jump.
you went ahead by
I jumped
yourself.
on the spider.
Skyfist isn't used to being in a party.
I think the bard looked absolutely badass until
Got
You know,
eaten.
by
You know,
the
that,
spider.
that
Too
whole
much by
part.
spider.
he jumped down, landed on the spider, tried to cast a spell to calm the spider down. Wasn't your fault. Everybody still shot the spider.
Yeah, pretty much. I am
Of course, once the spider started walking away, I probably would have jumped off.
I'm here for the adventure. I thought going to bring back the treasure
Yeah, he's
hoard or
not a
something.
quitter.
That's okay. It gave me a perfect opportunity to describe the creepy little spiders climbing all over you.
Please stop that.
And take away our
Were
sleep.
they hairy spiders?
Yes.
Yes.
Very.
What color?
Like tarantulas.
So they look like that.
Very nice.
Oh, worse. No. Tarantulas are at least a little bit cute.
And the
Those look like
babies were the
giant
size of your
critters.
hands.
Yeah, I mean,
And there were like 20 of them on you.
honestly, spiders ain't that bad.
Okay, so you round the corner,
Mushroom Town.
and there does appear to be quite a few fungi growing around here.
I'll inspect them. What kind?
Is that a medicine check?
I got my
Yeah.
nature and survival, so either one of those I would be happy with.
Survival or medicine.
Spores. I'm gonna make it an. What kind of check do you want us to make for the mushrooms?
You guys aren't here.
No, but
They're
we
here.
have on our end too.
There are an awful lot of mushrooms.
I got a 17.
Is it
We're
nature?
checking out the mushrooms.
We found everyone's
I'll help you a little. You know what they are, but I'll figure it out.
I got a 19 or so. I'm gonna help y'all.
Alright, so you guys round the corner and you spot the mushrooms, and the cleric and the ranger both kind of pause in their tracks as they recognize what they are. The big one directly in front of the ranger there is a shrieker.
Oh, it's in the monster.
You know that it actually moves.
Oh!
There's some big mushrooms.
Get back! Chuck! Don't go near that thing!
Alright. As you warn the party to go back, it lets out a shrieking cry, and let's see.
I'm gonna cover my ears real quick.
Yeah, that's all it does. It just lets out a horrible sound.
Can we like pick it?
Huh?
Can we like pick it?
You want to pick the mushroom?
Yes.
I mean, it's about the size of you. It's a medium size.
So just no damage, it's just shriek.
I thought you
just
said you
shrieks.
wanted to kiss it.
What's the one in
I
front of me?
want
So I
like
rolled
make
a
some
20.
like a mushroom bisque, you know?
All right, the one in front of you, it has a rotting effect. So like if you touch it, it would corrode your skin.
But it's not alive.
I mean, it's as alive as any mushroom would
Yeah,
be.
but I mean, no, it's not attacked.
Not gonna move towards us.
It's not going to move towards you.
I cut some of it away and put it in my bag. I have gloves.
All right, using your gloves. Yeah. Okay.
Do we hear it from where we
I put
are?
it,
Would the other half of the party hear the shriek?
How can I grab this mushroom?
Probably.
Brad?
What's that?
Would the other half of the party hear the shriek? Like our half down?
Oh yeah, you guys can hear the shriek all the way down there.
Okay.
If I were to
In fact, once it starts shrieking, it causes all of the large mushrooms down there to start shrieking. So now the whole place is just echoing with shrieking.
gigantic.
Too noisy. Too noisy.
chop them up, you know?
But they're not moving?
No, they don't move.
Oh,
I'm gonna shoot the one in front of me. What's that do?
Mushrooms don't
Yeah,
make
You shoot the
noise.
shrieker.
Yeah.
How much damage do you do to it?
I got a bad
can
feeling
I cut
about
the
this.
shrieker out of the ground?
I'm not really sure.
7.
What's the cleric's
Should
armor
keep
class?
going forward.
18.
Okay. So
I miss the guys.
despite your gloves, the mushroom drains some of your life out of you. You take 3 necrotic damage, but you are able to take a piece of it.
Can you just cut the whole thing out of the ground, the shrieker?
You want to cut the shrieker out of the ground?
Well, I shot it already. You see if me shooting it does anything.
How much damage do you do the shrieker?
7.
7?
I'm like 7 feet tall, 7 foot mushroom. That's a lot of food.
It's still shrieking.
Shoot it again.
All right.
Another 7.
All right. Now it stops shrieking as you break it off its stem.
Gotta double tap it.
So
I want to wear it like a backpack.
We're not in an issue. We're not in an attack anymore.
I think the mushrooms walk
I'll
to
eat
the
my
left.
berry.
But there are many rations to be had.
Are there any other kinds of mushrooms in here?
What
Like, are these ones different, or do they?
The reddish ones are edible. If you want to try to get
Yeah. Are there any shriekers in the way, or are they all shrieking already?
all the shriekers are shrieking.
Okay.
Like once one sounded off, it caused the other ones to start sounding off.
Okay, let's take all the red
I'll
mushrooms then.
avoid the necrotic ones and pick up the little healthy fellas.
All right. So you go over there to pick up those two
Yeah, the red ones.
2 edible red ones there.
Yeah.
When you get over there, you also find a body that's kind of covered with dust and dirt and fungus.
Does it look like he has any dangerous fungus on him?
He doesn't appear to.
Okay. Well, I'll put like a piece of cloth up on my face and kind of drag the body out some so I can get a better look at it.
All right. There's not much left of it. Most of it is pretty decayed. It has a tattered blue robe, and there appears to be like a large leather satchel that holds a book.
Did any of the dwarves is he dwarf sized first of all, I guess?
No, it looks human sized.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll get the pouch then and look at the book.
All right. You open up the book, and it appears to be like a wizard spell book. Not a very high level wizard spell book. You flip through, there's only about 5 spells on the book. But you notice as you flip through the pages that there's a handwritten note that appears to be quickly scrawled onto the page.
What's it say?
It says, "I think this was a bad idea."
Yeah.
be him.
I'll read it. I'll just be like, yeah. I'll look over at the corpse next to it.
The note continues. It says, I heard a rumor that the dwarves were on their way to reclaim the mine. So I hired some scouts to come with me, thinking we might search the mine ourselves and maybe find
Lord.
some gold. However, after the cave-in, we're stuck in here, and I don't know if I can trust these guys.
I'm gonna look back about 30 feet where we just walked in from. Well, I guess he's not the lord we were looking for. Are there any other bodies around here, or is it just him then? He was talking about other people.
He mentions 2 other people, but you don't see them. Not any bodies anyway.
Okay. Was that really the only thing on him, that satchel that survived?
You can make a medicine check if you want.
Okay. Might as well try. I'm already over here breathing in the spores.
Any rare funds?
18.
18?
Yep.
I mean, you're a ranger, so you're used to seeing, predators eat, and there are definitely chew marks all over his bones.
Does it look like it might match up with some of those skeletons from before, or something else? More sharper teeth?
No, they look like they were blunted teeth. You think they were some sort of humanoid fed on this body?
Okay. Does the book have like mold and stuff growing on it, or is the satchel kind of protected at all?
The satchel is mostly protected the book.
I'll throw the satchel away and I'll put the book in my bag,
All right.
and grab the mushrooms too. And I'll head back over. Found an old body over there.
Oh yeah? What
Yeah.
was on it? Anything?
Mostly mold, a book. He said he might have been a mistake coming here. He's dead, so I think he might have been right.
Let's go in front of the man.
I can tell you we shouldn't have cut that other mushroom. Look what it did to my hand.
Oh man, don't touch any more of those. I could have told you that.
So you guys are moving. It's extremely loud in here as the shrieking mushrooms continue the...
Skyfist can't take it anymore. He just reaches out and whacks the closest one to him.
Alright.
Do
Roll your
I need to
damage.
roll to hit?
Yeah, and I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at another one.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Alright, you damage one of the mushrooms.
Another 7 to that one.
Same one?
Yeah.
Alright. With your joint efforts of fire and axe, you kill one of the streaker mushrooms. There's 2 more directly in front of you. Those 3 large ones directly in front of you are all streakers.
Stand back.
those
I have
two.
fire breath. I might be able to fix this.
Another 7.
Also announced to everyone over here, we have to look out for things that eat human-y type folk, not just dwarves.
11.
It'll eat humans too.
Just meet up together.
Did we just say that we hit them until they die?
Yeah.
Move back, please.
But you breathe your fire breath?
Oh, I was just trying to make sure everybody gets out of the way first.
They're already done.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get some fire breath on that.
I'm moving us up.
Alright, so you guys go around and kill off all the streakers.
Well, we might as well start heading out. We
just say
there's nothing else in there.
There's nothing else.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a perception check as we're going through here, walking toward them. Yeah, like there's little feet sticking out here.
That's not an actual body there.
Okay.
Something's coming. Should we kill it?
I don't see anything.
I don't know what could be coming from that direction.
Looks like a mountain.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like looking around.
The
trying to-
screaming has disoriented me. I don't know which way's north and which way's south.
Are there any screamers left?
No, you
There are
got.
other people.
They're all. It's quiet now. We killed them.
Yeah. So once
Not
the-
in there though.
Once. Oh no, I thought you guys took out.
Yeah,
this.
we did.
Yeah. Okay. So after the screaming all dies down, it's almost as if your ears ring for a little bit until they readjust to silence. And about that time, you hear a groaning in the distance, like.
Well, one of you failed to kill the other zombies, so looks like
Do we
we're
hear
gonna
it
have to finish
behind
the job.
us? Like behind this group?
Yeah, it's behind you down that way.
Cool.
I figure
I'm
that was
gonna
your
move-
group's responsibility.
I was down in a pit, you
put me
fool.
that way.
go take
Yep,
care of it,
that's
Paladin.
better. Everyone else can go
Sounds
past me.
great.
I'm done. I'm too squishy.
Okay, so.
Let me take care of this problem. I was stuck down a
Skyfist,
hole
where are
for
you
too
going?
long. Very
Going towards
dark.
the fight.
Very dark.
Did I see any tracks coming from
Don't
where
want
that body
to.
was, or was it
God
all
knows I don't
overgrown
want
mostly
to.
with more fungus?
You're too squishy. Why? How many hit points do you have? 3? What's everybody else have?
7.
6.
Number 1.
You only have 1 hit and still heal
I
yourself.
have no
I
rages
have
left.
I have one more spell.
And
I'm
no
save it
rages?
for somebody who
I have
needs
no
it. You
rages
know?
left.
You blew 2 animal friendships.
I
Do
have a
we
weapon.
need to like run away and long rest?
The
Nah,
player
I'll just shoot
really
him.
wants to know if there's a possibility that we could barricade ourselves in the office and long rest. But Skyfist is like, nah, man. To battle and glory.
Oh, it's right in front of you, Skyfist. Hit one of them.
My character's sitting here like we've been here for like maybe 10 minutes. Like I can't. Yeah.
We might as well
gotta
go
keep
full
going.
distance.
Yeah.
Well, are the sounds getting any closer to us, or are they kind of staying at the? Are they getting closer towards the screaming? Or?
You're getting closer to the.
Okay.
As you move that way, you're getting closer to the groaning.
So they're sitting there. We want to try
You can
and.
take a short rest and spend your hit die. You just have to leave somebody up to guard.
Short rest will
yeah.
give me back my stone's endurance. Won't give me back any rages, which is what I really need.
Well, I don't care if we take a long rest, but we got to go back in the office. Is the office secure enough?
Someone would have to
got
talk
2
Skyfist
openings.
into going to the office. Skyfist is not going to willingly leave battle.
Well, you got a rather wounded noble bard over there.
I'm full health now with my hit die.
Well, we haven't taken
Not
a
We
short
didn't
rest.
actually take the short rest.
Huh?
Did we actually take the short rest?
No.
We
not
could.
yet.
Yeah, we haven't made the decision yet.
I mean about yes. Short rest. We'll back up a little.
So you want to take the short rest, not the long?
Yeah. Like I feel as though, like I said, my character is looking at this from a point of we just got here. Like
good
how
either
much
way,
worse
so.
could it get? You know.
I'm gonna kind of look around, but I kind of seems to be the worst for the people that jumped in the pit Imagine that. Funny how that works out.
We were brave enough to go
Oh
down.
man,
I still have all my hit points.
you were also stuck in the web for like the whole battle.
So are we
So,
doing this?
so if we take the short rest, you'll get enough points back.
I'm back.
Yeah, I just won't get any rage back.
All right, so you guys take a short rest.
Hey,
Yep.
Yeah.
cook some jerky on the fire in the middle. Keep watch, I guess.
So you
All right, so you guys move back to the office.
like a rawhide.
It's,
I don't think we need to if we're
I
taking
don't.
a short
Yeah.
rest, do it?
Unless there's like.
It's the
Unless
grown-
we hear the groans coming closer, we're gonna park it we're back there and just.
Leave up somebody for a watch. I can keep a watch because I don't need to spend any hit.
well,
Or the-
both
yeah, we
just
can do
sit
that too.
up there and watch them. Which one are you? You're the blue guy. And camp there. We'll watch that way.
Yep.
Chuck can sit watch and watch that way.
All right. So you guys take your short rest. Roll your hit dice.
Yeah, I'm back up to full.
I'm already full, so I don't
Wait, did I already roll 6?
Yeah.
So you're back to full health.
All right.
Missing 4 because that mighty skeleton swung his axe at me.
All right. So those of you who are on watch, you can continue to hear the groaning coming from the other end down there, and right about the time you are finishing up your short rest, you hear the clank of metal. Pretty sure it sounds like armor.
What direction does it come from?
The noble.
The same place as the groaning and moaning?
It appears to be coming from the other direction.
Ooh. Well, I want to sneak my way up to this corner then and see if I can
Get your rocky butt up. It's time to fight.
see if I can see anything from around the
Yeah,
corner.
Skyfist goes. Skyfist, yeah.
Skyfish out.
Oh yeah.
Skyfist is like here. I hear. What, so we hear what?
So put these three guys, like right there. They're just kind of they're armored skeletons who now that the doors are open into the office, they seem to be walking towards the office.
Do I see one with a
Can we see
particularly
them? What is
wide-brimmed
this?
metal hat
Ooh.
on him?
What is this? Can we see them?
That's a wall.
So no, we cannot see them.
There's a chasm in front of the ranger there. So this is open.
That's why I moved up there to peek over.
Yeah. So you can see across there.
I sneaked up, mind you.
How about the groaning? Do we see whatever was groaning yet?
Are
No,
they
the
ones
groaning still is coming from the other direction. And yes, the one with the shield has a wide brimmed metal helmet.
There can only be one.
We gotta kill those guys.
He's got your hat.
We gotta kill them. There's no way around it.
There can only be one.
Well,
As
you
far
can
as I'm
see them,
concerned,
though,
that's my
if-
treasure
right?
in this
Because they're
mine.
in the-
That hat.
They're in torchlight at the moment near the
Right.
office.
They're in the torchlight. They don't appear to have noticed you, and they just seem to be headed towards the office because that's somewhere new that they haven't been before.
So we can already tell.
Guys,
what
how
they
do you feel about me lighting them on fire?
All for
I
it.
do not mind
Chuck is
one way
like-
or the other.
Alright, I'm gonna throw a firebolt at the one in the front.
Oh, and you launch your firebolt. I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skyfist isn't gonna let you guys get all the glory. Can I run and jump?
Sure.
Just get over.
Are we in initiative yet?
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Do we get our shots off first, or?
Yeah, you can get your.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You guys can go ahead and take your shots.
Yep.
My initiative's a 3, so I don't mind them getting the
Not
shot
having
in.
luck with the dice.
Hey, it's probably not your day. Your night tonight.
Well, it's a 20 and a 7.
It's never been my night.
Well, the 20 hits.
Okay.
No, this one is just
Yeah, mine's a 22, so.
the dice just don't like that.
So the
I
5
think it has something to do with this corner of the table.
Tristan for initiative and a 14
This
for Chuck.
particular corner of the table is first.
All right. Well, the skeletons they have a 10. So who beats a 10?
I tie a 10.
All right. So who? You got a 17. What'd you get?
I got 13.
13.
No,
16.
16.
Got a 14 and a 5.
Oh, 14. All right. So it's
5 buddies. I'm at
Basically
5
the
too.
exact same initiative order.
Yeah, it's almost.
5.
I'm at the end.
That's funny. I'm a 5 as well.
We're all at 5. This is terrible.
I tie with the skeletons.
I had a 3.
All right. So,
But this damage was 6.
okay. So you did 6 damage to the skeleton, and you did
I did 9.
9.
Are you guys
That's it?
both attacking this
I'm
one?
shooting the guy with the hat.
Oh, you're shooting.
Okay,
him.
so
I'm shooting the hat guy.
Who are you shooting?
Same, it's fine. That's fine. I didn't realize. I thought the other one was the one with the hat. Now I see it. Yeah.
All right. So the guy with the wide-brimmed helmet is badly wounded. He's kind of limping.
Nice. I'm gonna
Even
get
more
that
so.
hat one way or another.
I'm gonna get that hat.
He's gonna put on your other hat.
Might as well. It'll reinforce it a little.
Twice the power.
All right. So. You're up.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to. I can't reach. Nope, that's not me.
The halfling.
I guess move to about.
You can move here.
That's
Where you
about
can
as
see
far
them?
as I can move, yeah.
All right.
And just shoot what these two, I guess.
Are you gonna shoot the one that they've already shot? Oh, it moved the sorcerer up because he was shooting his firebolt.
That was before initials.
Yeah, don't worry.
Already
I
up,
don't need to
however
go too
far.
far.
I know.
got good
I'm
range.
just trying to reach.
Yeah, it's perfect.
20.
Yep.
Taking cover. 20 hits.
Yeah.
Skyfist is about to go down.
That is 9 damage.
He's about to go
All right.
clear.
So you finish off the skeleton knight.
Oh, that's right.
This is great.
Did you eat your berry?
Skyfist isn't about to waste an action eating the berry.
Oh, you could have ate it during the rest. Just say. It's an hour.
Eating berry
Yeah.
waste. Eating a berry wastes time to fight.
11. I didn't roll too well with my hit die.
Okay. So the halfling shoots and takes out the skeleton knight, and then
I'm really good with this bow. for no
We're all
reason.
5. So.
No, Chuck's at 14.
Oh yeah, Chuck.
Can Chuck get close enough to shoot his crossbow at somebody?
yeah,
I have my stone's endurance though.
pull up there next to the halfling.
We keep getting new followers.
Chuck is at 12.
Forgot this.
12 does not hit.
Followers, thanks for following.
Yeah,
I
thank
don't know
you.
how many of you guys have done so.
Thank you, Memstars and the Cat Squid for following tonight. Hope you're enjoying it.
I can't see anything on the screens, but yes.
Indeed.
All right, and now the skeletons get to go, right? Because all of you had 5. Oh no, you
Yeah.
get to go.
Yes. I can't do much. So I'm just going to cast Healing Word on our main tank.
Oh, nice. How much?
Casting modifier.
1d4 plus your spellcasting one?
3.
That'll do.
No, that's not it. 3. Yeah.
Three heals me to full, so don't worry about it.
Oh, I got you. That'd be 7.
3 gets me to full. Thank you.
Dang, bro.
All right, so the knights charge at Skyfist. Yep.
I'm
That
guessing
one,
they have 30 speed.
they do, and the other one uses his action to dash. The first one uses its attack on you, and it misses.
Cool.
And all the 5s get to
Yeah.
go.
Oh wait, no, me. I was a 10.
You were 10.
There you go.
You're right.
So I'm gonna attack the one
That attacked
that
you.
attacked me.
Alright.
23.
That hits.
Nice, max damage. 15.
15.
Yeah.
You just destroy that skeleton with one big smash of your great axe.
Ah, battle.
Now all the 5s get to go.
Well, I think I have the highest dexterity, so I'll go. And I'll make my 2 shots at the guy in front of me. Lowest is a 21.
They're both gonna hit.
14.
That ends the skeleton.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. and I'm gonna
This, once
jump
again, looks
across
very disappointing.
and go get the hat.
You're gonna go get that.
I'm picking up the hat.
All right, you have a metal hat.
Oh,
Looks
that's
like
great.
that.
Don't put on his original
Friendship.
one.
We prevailed.
Power crossbows.
Yeah.
It's not as impressive as this one, but
He's a
maybe I'll put it under that one and have it as a little backup in case something happens to the top one.
Alright, Skyfist running jumps back.
I'll scurry back over as well. Both jump.
Wow.
Still in
Alright,
the circle
so
now.
where to?
I guess
the groaning.
the moaning and groaning
There's
over
still groaning
yonder.
down there.
Let's do it.
I can scout ahead if you want, or we can just go.
Let's just
No,
go.
Skyfist isn't gonna let you scout ahead.
Just
Full
go.
frontal, let's go.
Sounds good.
Well, you can go ahead, Skyfist,
He does.
to wherever.
Wait, don't forget me, just in case somebody gets hurt.
15 feet back.
Where's
Good
our?
cleric over here.
You're
I
getting
also-
close to the groaning. It gets a little bit louder as you get closer.
We got 2 options, or 3, I guess.
Can you perception check and see if you can tell which direction it's coming from?
Yeah,
can.
let me do that since I'm up front. Okay, never mind.
Well, I mean, you go ahead. I got a 9. I'm in the back. I can't hear anything.
got
Well,
like-
I'm all the way in the back. What am I supposed to do? We said no scouting.
I got a 12.
Alright, fine, I will.
I got a 19, if that helps.
Oh. What,
Okay, I understand.
what is
Perception.
16?
16.
Perception.
Hey, we want to see what way the moaning is coming from.
Okay, you can tell it's to your left.
All right, so down this one.
Ah, yes, beast.
Well,
Just move shotgun over
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
Got
All right,
one
so
person.
when you get to that edge, there's the walls in this mine shaft are reinforced with wood columns, and there's what looks like a tall, lean zombie who has a sword through his chest, and he's stuck up against the post. It's like right to the Dragonborn's right.
Okay.
all right. Oh, sneak attack.
He's impaled against the wooden post with his sword stuck in his chest, and he's just kind of flailing about.
Skyfist makes an attack for his head.
Who needs roleplay when you can stab?
14.
You hit.
9 damage.
All right, you bury your axe into his chest, and his head kind of wobbles around. He's still kind of alive. He's like, "Arr!" and he reaches out. He's pinned to the wall with his sword stuck in his chest, and he reaches out and tries to claw at the Dragonborn.
We'll see.
He does not hit.
Get off.
All right. Does he
Is
seem to
nobody
be
else
like
going to finish him off? Am I finishing him off too?
You're already up. I'm around the corner.
Well, he just tried to attack me. Can I not finish him
Yeah,
off?
you can try to finish him off.
Alright, I'm going to, since I don't feel like using my battle axe,
It's- I
I
feel
will
like
use
that's
my
a-
short sword to finish
Crush it in your
Fist.
hands.
Fist. Get a kill with style.
He's pinned to the wall. Roll an advantage.
Oh, okay. That's better. 18.
18. All right, roll your damage.
That'll be a 5.
All right, you stab it with your sword. It's still kind of squirming around. There's not much of it left.
Ugh.
It's not dead yet, though. What is
At least I
your
used my-
passive perception?
12.
12. What is your
13.
13?
13.
Okay. You're up there with it too, right? What's your passive perception?
10 plus your perception. So 12.
12, yeah, 12.
12. All right, so everybody roll initiative because nobody saw the other ghoul coming up from the other side.
You guys fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Oh, that's a not good initiative.
8. I was trying to throw it in there, but it fell, it went out.
All right, so nobody saw it coming, so go ahead and put it up there. It goes on initiative 14. but anybody with a higher than a 14 is surprised, so you can't act until next turn. So it charges out and it attacks Skyfist. All right, one of those is going to hit. You take 8 damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Could I use my reaction now?
20.
No, not
20.
really.
Reaction.
All right.
That's pretty good inspiration.
That's on
Some
your
sort of
turn, and it's
necrotic
not a
magic
reaction.
kind of courses into your body as it claws at you. You fight off its effect. You don't know what it would have done to you, but it didn't feel good at all. It's almost like somebody tried to inject you with pure evil.
This one bad.
I can sense it.
All right, so that was a 14. Who has?
God, I got 15.
All right, so you're going next turn. What?
I have 18.
19.
Chuck's got 7.
I got a 7.
2 times.
I have
Yeah.
8.
You have 8.
7.
You probably have higher.
All right, so all of you got skipped this round because of the surprise. So you had the 8, right?
Yes.
You had 7.
Mine's
Yeah.
0.
And then
Chuck had a 7.
and Chuck had a 7. All right, so Dragonborn gets to go.
All right, since that one's causing more of a problem, I'm going to switch to the rapier because he's worth my effort. 15.
That's gonna hit.
And that's going to be a D8. That'd be 6 piercing damage.
All right, so you stab at the ghouls, and then
Yeah.
you're up.
Does it look like anything might be trying to sneak up from this way?
Not that
Kind
you
of
can
look over
see.
that way. Okay, well then, he's the only guy I can see, so shoot at him.
All right, well, he's got pretty good cover.
What's your initiative?
5 or 7. I mean 7. Yeah.
So he's got pretty good cover because you got a big Dragonborn and a big Goliath in your way.
What would that be to hit him?
It's going to be it's +4 because he's got 3/4 covered.
It's kind of a lot. Well, you know, I'll move up here. Do I see anything down this hallway?
Nope.
I'll peek around here. See anything down there?
Nope.
Oh, well, I'll sit here then. Oh, this way's clear.
All right, and so that was 7. Who
Not
had
Chuck.
Chuck.
Chuck. So if Chuck yells to Skyfist to duck. Whatever.
Oh yeah, Skyfest will duck. Skyfest isn't trying to get hit again.
Where?
But I think you're probably still not. You're not. It's not going to change the
can move
fact
there,
that
right?
he's behind cover.
No, if you duck, he's not now.
I mean, that's a DM question.
Right. If Skyfist ducks and you move over, like next to the bar, it'll only have a +2 cover instead of a +4.
13.
13. You do not hit. In fact, you almost hit Skyfist for that.
Skyfest growls. Real
The big angry.
and stands back up.
And so we're back to the top with
So 19s.
19s.
Anybody beat a 19?
The 2 of you had 19s.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to attack the one in front of me.
All right. The one that's not pinned to the wall.
The one that is not pinned to the wall. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
12 points of damage.
All right. You hit.
Yep. 12 points of damage.
Okay. And then the sorcerer is up. You're
All right. Now, can I cast through everybody, or is that potentially going to hit somebody? If it's firebolts.
Cover. Everybody has
I mean,
cover.
yeah, they would. He has like +4 to his armor class from cover. You got people all in your way.
All right. So I'd be better off going.
But I mean, you can see the ghoul. He just has cover, so you could use a spell, like if you want to use your magic missile, or because
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the thing to do. Sorry if I make him fly. Okay.
Or if you fireball
Well, we don't
everybody
know
in
if
that
he'll do that
circle.
yet, right?
So, well, if I firebolt, I have to throw
Fireball.
Fireball.
You
Oh, I
blow
don't have
up
that.
everybody in the.
No, I'm not that mean.
Wild magic though. Wild magic don't care how mean you
And
are.
magic missile automatically hits.
Yes, but she also has to roll on her wild magic too.
Wild magic.
We got the special D100. Nothing bad could happen.
Fireball going off in the middle of everybody.
Yeah.
Worst that could happen
For
is
4
rocks
hours.
falling.
Alright,
on
so
everyone.
yeah, it's gonna be magic missile, and I'm gonna do 3D.
All right.
3D go.
In the past.
Thank you.
Roll your d20.
That's a 4.
All right. No wild magic. You're good.
Gosh
Oh,
darn
yay.
it.
Okay. Oh, man. It's only 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's a
plus
plus
3.
Wait,
Yeah, plus
I
3,
lied.
so
I
7
lied.
damage.
I lied. Hold on. That's 1, 2. Ha! 4 plus 3.
So 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So Skyfist hacks at the ghoul with his axe, and then 3 force bolts of magic strike the creature, but it's still wildly coming after you. It seems very hungry, and it was very patient. It waited for an hour for you guys to come down here.
Yeah, if that thing hits me again, I'm down.
All right, so that was 19s.
7.
18. You're up.
Huh. I wonder.
I have enough movement to get to Skyfist, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know, actually. That's up to Brian. I don't think. Can you hit me? Okay.
Okay. I cast Cure Wounds.
I do.
Plus
That'll do.
whatever my spell modifier is.
That's wisdom, isn't it?
Oh, spellcasting ability.
8 hits me. 8 puts me at max.
Oh, okay then.
Thank you.
All good. That's it for me.
So who's next?
18. It's on you. Carl.
Yeah, you're up.
I got 17.
Yeah,
There you
Oh,
go.
13 it is.
So now, so we got 19. There we go. All right, yep.
I can't do anything with that in the way.
You can run over there with the ranger.
Yeah.
Got a
And you can
bottleneck
also
over
take
there.
a dash action as well to get around so that you can be ready.
And you
for
can
the
walk
next
onto
time.
it.
That's right. I could do that. I could walk over.
You're smaller than he is.
Yeah, you're small enough to move. You can move through other people's squares.
Fair enough.
You have enough movement to do that? Or?
If I dash, yeah.
So that'd be about.
Right here is good. All right, let's shoot him.
Well,
Yeah, but
dash
dash
is your
dash
action.
is your action.
Never mind.
That's for a later level.
I'm still unfamiliar with everything.
That's all good.
I'm just gonna throw my dagger at him. That's the only thing I can do. No.
Don't stab Skyfist in the back of the head.
Ah. That's a 7.
all right. So you hurl your dagger over Skyfist's shoulder, and it flies over the ghoul's head.
That's better
The
than
way
me.
you reacted, I thought you were about to hit Skyfist.
No.
It's like, wow, a natural 1.
All right. So the ghoul that's pinned to the wall reaches out and tries to claw at the dragonborn, and it misses.
Yeah,
And
you
then the
will
ghoul in front of Skyfist attacks. One of those hits.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Man dead.
That's 11 damage and another Constitution saving throw.
Is it too late for me to use my reaction?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna stone cutting. What is it?
Stone's Endurance?
Yeah, that. I'm gonna
You
do
get that back after a short rest?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool.
So minus. So what was that? 11.
Right.
Minus 7, which leaves
So
me
you
with
have 4.
4.
You take 4. And
And the con throw.
the,
And a con
the
throw.
Yep.
Crit fail.
Crit fail. Oh. Necrotic energy washes over
I mean,
your.
it's a 6. It's a 6, but it's
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah. So necrotic energy washes over your body, and your muscles tense, and your body freezes. You are now paralyzed.
Okay.
And the big axe wound where Skyfist hit the ghoul is kind of oozing this black goo, which apparently used to be its blood, and it's just the foul stench fills the area. And so everybody within 5 feet of that ghoul needs to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Is that me?
Yep.
How about Chuck?
Not Chuck.
Constitution
Roll the
saving
19.
throw. 11.
11.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So everybody resists the foul stench, but it's noxious. It's bad. It does not smell pleasant at all. In fact, you feel like you might have gotten poisoned had you not been able to resist it.
Nobody gag.
Skyfist, what did you eat?
You gag, I gag. That's it. It's over for my character.
All right. So now we're at the
Now, does that count as attack? That thing?
the stench.
Yeah.
No, the stench it just oozes as it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out if I can use that shocking rebuke thing. I can't use that yet. Somebody has to attack me for that, right?
Oh yeah.
That Tempest.
The tempest thing. Yeah. If somebody attacks you. Yeah, because that wasn't an attack. That's just the
Okay.
foul smell that's coming out of the inside of his rotten body. And Skyfist is paralyzed.
I'm again.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
And so that was their turn. So there was the 8.
And I will use lay on hands on Skyfist.
Okay, does that end an effect as well? Or does it just heal hit points?
If you spend 5, it cures a
Heals,
disease.
cures an ailment, or neutralizes a poison.
Okay. Does it
It's a disease.
cures a disease? Okay.
If you spend 5,
Okay. So this is not a disease effect. It's a paralyzation effect. So, but you can still give him the 5 hit points.
Sure. I will use that.
Okay. And so you heal Skyfist.
that's up to me.
Now it's up to you.
5 hit points, Skyfist.
Is it a poison?
It's paralysis. The stench was a poison, but the touch was a paralysis.
Well, I'll move there and I'll shoot at him. Now that I'm all the way behind him. 15 and a 16.
You hit.
Alright.
Your 2 crossbow bolts strike him in the back. Excuse me. And
14.
14 damage. Yep. More of that black ooze kind of pours out of his back.
That's fine. I'm not near him anyway.
And
Chuck.
5s get to go. Or no, 7, that's right.
7, Chuck.
Is this one dead now?
He's still hanging in
It's
there.
badly wounded. It's still kind of flailing there as it's
Okay.
pinned against the wall.
Can Chuck hit that one? Clearly?
No.
Nah, there's a corner there.
No, Chuck can't get to him.
Yeah.
Chuck's in a bad spot.
Chuck came with me, around the
He can-
corner.
he
Chuck
can
starts going down
You
the
can move
hallway.
right here, and you can hit all of them.
Yeah, I
There's
still
people
can't
on the
hit
way
him.
there.
Chuck goes down the hallway for his turn.
Yeah.
And then dashes.
Right?
So he ends up over there.
And
It's Chuck. Again,
okay, those are the 7s. Right?
Yep.
And now we're back at the top.
Unless
do I
there's
get
anyone
a
below 7.
Save? Do I get a save option or no?
You get to save again at the end of each of your turns. So you can
End of my turn?
end of your turn. So you can go ahead and save. And the sorcerer gets to go.
24.
Alright, you are no longer paralyzed. Your life starts to come back into your muscles and you can feel your body starting to move again.
I growl in rage.
you have no rage.
Anger.
So,
That would be that's crazy.
that's fine. I'm going to. I want to use my advantage on my attack because I'd be attacking attacking at disadvantage if I was to attack right now, right?
Well, you'd be at -4 because of the cover, but so you could go with advantage to compensate for that.
Or I could just try to roll really well.
Or you could join the run around the whole corner gang and come around behind us.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
but then there's a
flanking maneuver.
possibility of something coming from here, and I'm just
Maybe.
not a
But
fan
then
of
you're
it.
with 3 other people.
And I'm
They're all the
squishy.
ranged people.
But now you're all by yourself.
But there's nobody coming over there.
What if something came all the way around here?
Just so you know, mathematically, an advantage is about the equivalent of a +3 or +4, depending on your target number.
Yeah, it's just a.
Just roll high.
Just roll, right?
Roll.
Just roll. Just roll. It's fine.
That's
He's
the
got to
game.
learn his lessons, you know? Like, if it doesn't work out, then he won't do it again. Could possibly go wrong. You said it's a -4?
I just add 4 to the armor class. So.
Yeah, he just adds 4 to
No, 4 to the AC.
Above 16.
Alright, so that'd be a 19 to hit.
Alright, you hit. Your firebolt goes right over the Dragonborn's shoulder and strikes the ghoul.
Sweet.
Nice
And
shot.
that's a 10. Nice. 9 damage.
Does
I,
Fireball doesn't do any plus? It's
no,
not,
it
it's
just
not
says
9 plus 2?
it just says on a hit,
Okay.
target takes 1d10 fire damage.
Yep.
So I yell, "Leave my friends alone!" and 9 damage.
Alright, the fire strikes the ghoul and it kind of staggers. It's not looking very good as it's taken several shots. And where was the 17 at?
It was 18 next.
18. You're up.
Oh, I can hit it now. Am I close enough to hit it with my warhammer?
I think so. You were within 5 feet. You bought it?
No, not me. Blake did.
Blake bought it?
A richer man than I. Dang.
That's pretty awesome.
18.
You hit.
6, 7 damage.
Alright. You strike it with your warhammer and it staggers. It's barely hanging on, but stubbornly it's still trying to eat Skyfist.
As most things do.
And where are we at?
You got
17.
on you, you're already at target.
Now we shoot it.
Now you shoot it.
10.
You do not hit.
Dang.
That's okay. Everyone's doing a great job.
Your arrow goes wide,
I'm just here.
and now the ghoul attacks Skyfist again. Both of the attacks miss as it stumbles from all its wounds.
There's Skyfist!
And the Dragonborn's up, correct?
Yes, back with the rapier thrust on the ghoul. Because I'm getting quite tired of this thing.
Not tired enough.
11.
11 does not hit.
It's all up to me again.
Kill.
Alright. Well, Chuck, shoot at him again. Yeah, Chuck could save the day. Nat 20 and a 1.
Oh!
It evens out. $15.
Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
you fire your crossbow bolt, and it strikes the thing right in the base of the neck and severs its spine, and it collapses at Skyfist's feet.
Nice.
No more.
Now there's just the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can finish that one off.
Okay.
Chuck, your time to shine.
You gonna let Chuck finish it off?
Well, he's next.
Go ahead, Chuck. Finish off the.
Oh, Chuck, you're
Oh,
getting
Chuck
your pay
whipped it.
docked.
Roll with advantage. It's pinned against the wall.
Chuck, you're
Chuck
going
ripped
back to
twice.
the army.
The Navy, thank you.
Does that bring us to the top?
I think it does.
Yeah, I think so.
14.
Skyfist swings his great axe and lops off the head of the ghoul that's pinned to the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
All right, they're dead.
Next.
hey guys.
Excellent.
So
I'm
look
at
like
max hit
there's
points. Let's keep looking.
anything in this
We
little
were wondering
area
where you
here.
were.
I mean, you could search the bodies of the ghouls.
Making sure nothing came up from
I
behind.
don't really want to get close to that bleeding one, but how's that sword look? Is it all like old and rusty now, or?
The sword is old and rusty, but it does have some sort of heraldic symbol on the hilt.
Well, I'll take my precious rope that wasn't sacrificed to the chasm and kind of like wrap it around the hilt and pull it out.
Okay? You don't want to get too close to the stench.
There's a bunch of black blood and dead ghouls and stuff over there. I don't want to get to hear that.
All right, so you have this, what appears to be a noble sword.
Awesome.
Well, we notice anything else?
I'll kind of wipe it off on the wall or something a little and then put it in my bag.
All right, are you searching the ghouls?
I guess. We'll let Chuck search.
Okay.
I'll search the ghouls.
You'll search the ghouls? Search the ghouls. Make a Constitution saving throw against their stench. You're good.
Yeah. That'll work.
All right. You actually on the belt pouch you find you find 4 gold coins and a wrinkled up note that's stuffed in the belt pouch. It says, "Help wanted, adventurers."
Oh man.
Sad panda.
Well, that's fine. That's not us. We
It's a
didn't get a
shame.
note.
That's a shame.
We just heard it from some drunk
Oh, well.
dwarves in a bar.
Gold.
Well, if I'm going to have to light these bodies on fire and give some kind of evil resistance rights on it, no more.
Cleric
No more
stuff,
out of
cleric
these.
stuff, cleric. Done, move on.
Religion.
Does it sound
Chuck,
like
Chuck
there's,
is more like, he wants to know if we can go drink the ale yet. Are we done with this
He's a
place?
child.
does it sound like there's any
I
more
think
moaning
not.
from anywhere?
He's scarred for life. He's a
No,
child.
there doesn't appear to be any more sounds of undead anywhere.
So should we walk around and
Hey, there's
search
only a
the
little
rest
left.
towards the office?
Let's go.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Around.
Walk around the search.
See anything as we're walking or
See any
just running?
gold veins in the sides of the walls or anything?
You do see gold veins on the sides of the walls. And in fact, you see some more dead dwarves down there that look like they were consumed by the ghouls.
Do they have pickaxes on them?
They do.
We have one pickaxe already.
I searched the dead dwarves.
You search the dead dwarves.
17.
All right. Between the two of them, they have their drinking fund on them. There's enough for 12 silver pieces each.
12 silver pieces each?
Yeah, if you share it with the party.
Excellent.
Chuck is very excited. This is more money than he made last month. So.
Chuck can go buy some beer now.
Good for Chuck.
Underage drinking. It warms the heart.
Chuck can go pay
Don't
somebody
do
to buy
underage
him a drink.
How old is Chuck?
Like 16
12.
or 15.
No, he was
16.
younger than that. He was
If
like
he's
12, wasn't
16,
he?
in certain places, that's acceptable drinking age.
In certain
Well,
places.
he just joined the
You're
army,
sent to
so
the
how
death.
old would you be to join the
I
army?
don't remember. So since we're stuck between 12 and 16, I'm gonna say he's 14.
Chuck's
Dang,
14.
bro. That ain't it, Chief. He ain't drinking no more.
All right.
Scarred for life.
Chuck gets a little.
So you
Chuck! You're growing up too fast, Chuck!
Next week, Chuck buys himself a woman at the bar.
Good job, Chuck.
Himself a
Whoa.
woman.
Is there any,
He's in port.
Are we
He's a
looking at
child.
anything
We have
else?
to save him.
Anything else?
I feel
Anything
like
else?
this is a Scooby Doo montage.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
What do we? What's in here? Anything?
you find 3 more dead dwarves in there. They also have their drinking money on their belts and pickaxes.
Say we search them and see how much we get.
All right, that's enough. When you search these 3 bodies, you come up with enough 15 silver pieces each.
For each person, I'm guessing?
Each person.
are there any, like, gold veins around these bodies?
Yeah.
Yes.
On the wall? Okay.
Yeah. Just you found gold veins all on
Oh,
this.
yeah, all over? Okay. Do they have any, like, they have like a pouch where they keep the stuff they mine, or have they, they didn't get around to that yet?
Yeah. With these three, you find some gold ore that they had mined in a large pack.
They won't miss the gold ore.
Pick it up, put it in my hat, put that back on my head.
Just for future reference, if you get that ore appraised, there's enough for 11 gold pieces worth of gold.
I'll write that down.
But of course, it would have to be refined.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll find a guy somewhere.
And you have to get it past.
Moving on.
That's why it's under the hat. It'll never says I got.
Those dwarves can smell gold.
I got 2 hats on. I lift up the hat
So
and
we're
they see
done
the
here.
fake
Did we
bottom
ever
hat.
find the origin of the ghouls, the dead guys, or were the ghouls the origin?
yeah, it was probably if you investigate the dwarven bodies, you find teeth marks on their bones similar to the other body you found. And remember, you found the letter on the wizard.
There's a big cave in.
Did you share the letter you found?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, putting those two together, you figure that the adventurers that the wizard hired were the two ghouls. They got trapped in here in the cave-in, and they probably ate the wizard for survival. And cannibalism turns people into ghouls.
Dang.
Taking notes on that. Okay.
So does the mine continue further down that way and out, or?
Not out. It continues further that way. There's gold veins that run all the way down those passages. If you want to
do some mining while we're down here?
Just a little bit. It hasn't been that long.
We could just do it in the places where there are dead dwarves.
Level to the mine in if we go that way, or no?
What about in the chasm? Doesn't that drop down lower?
Any gold in the chasm?
We don't talk about the chasm. If you want to go back down there with the baby spiders, you go ahead.
What about the chasm you're asking?
Oh, it drops down down another layer, doesn't it? Like, didn't one of the spider corpses drop down further? Or?
Yeah, I mean the chasm goes pretty deep.
I'm not going down there, but if somebody wants to jump down the chasm,
For science.
they could go ahead and jump down the chasm and tell me what's down there.
I'm gonna take
ready
a
for
torch
drink.
and drop it down.
Yeah, I mean if you guys want to jump down the chasm, I'll come back next week with the Out of the Abyss book. Because you'll be in the Underdark.
No, thank you. Never been, never will
Level
go.
ones in the Underdark probably no good.
Sounds like a great idea.
I think we just mine some gold and take it out there too.
Go back
We're
and
already
collect
moving. It's okay.
our bounty. Now that we
You don't
certified
want to mine
Alright,
anything?
I say we have a mini party in the office, and that's how we end the night.
All right,
You guys
so
tell me when you're done partying. I'm gonna grab a pickaxe and head over
I'm
to
gonna do
my
that
own
as
door.
well.
That's how you party, making that
Yeah.
money.
I get my treasure one way or another.
Yeah.
all right, so you spend your 8-hour rest
But I'm gonna help with that.
mining gold, and the rest of you are gonna hang out and drink and get your hit points and spell slots back.
Yes, that sounds wonderful.
I'm not down either, so I'm happy spending
Alright, so
my
we're
time
not
mining.
going to just go out and go get our stuff.
You can help mine the gold.
We're gonna rest.
I mean, we could go. That would make sense to cash in on the job, I guess, and then go back to town and rest.
It's not going anywhere.
I mean,
we're
not that-
never
I
gonna
figured
see
we could
this
rest
gold again.
here and then go to the ghost house straight away.
I figured you were resting here because you could drink the ale here.
That was
Yeah.
that was my original thought.
Because the dwarves probably won't let you take the ale out.
Chuck
Yeah.
is definitely into the ale.
Okay.
That's why I figured you were resting
He's
here.
a
So
child.
you could drink the ale before you go back up to the door.
That sounds
That's
good.
perfect. We'll just do that.
Chuck is doing a barrel stand.
All right. Now, originally your plan was to go to the
Ghost house.
Holy house.
the Dreadwood after this, but you realize how close you are to the ghost house. So now it's all right. So next is the ghost house.
Then
We don't have weapons for the ghost house, guys.
we have any silver?
You're the one that came for the ghost house. You even know about that?
Are we still level?
You even know about that?
Yeah, if you're do you-
I've been a ghost hunter. I would know about
Yeah.
that. Theoretically, I should have a
mountain
weapon
ghost hunter?
that can deal with ghosts.
Theoretically,
Theoretically.
Mountain
Maybe you
ghost
find
hunter.
it in the beginning of the house.
you actually if your background is a ghost hunter, you would know that mundane weapons can wound a ghost.
Just not as well.
Not as well.
Yeah, no, I know that. I'm saying,
But
as a
you
ghost
also-
hunter, I should have known.
Maybe you go into the sea
Well,
and
could
find a weapon.
I was gonna say, could we maybe go retrieve silver weapons, or maybe speak to the dwarves and see if they have anything?
Maybe golden weapons.
You,
I know they like gold, but if they don't value silver as much, and they're dwarves, maybe they could make us something out of some of the silver we just took. Like tipping, like putting silver tips on arrows. That's just a coating. That should be enough, right?
I don't know. That's werewolves. I don't know if it's ghosts.
Oh, well, she said silver. I don't know.
No, I said magic.
Iron usually
Oh,
works
so
fine.
I thought you said we needed silver. My bad.
Maybe so.
No, I said something. I said something. not
Oh,
silver.
okay.
We need magic plus 1 or something like that. Adamantine? Does adamantine?
That's 500
Count as-
gold
no.
for even a
That
coat.
sounds like Wolverine. What are we saying right now?
No, there's a. I might be thinking about 3.5.
yeah, it's adamantine.
It's out of our price range.
You're
Five-
thinking of adamantium.
Yes, but
Yes.
that's my point. Is it's very similar. What is adamantine?
Adamantine.
It's a
Yeah,
different kind of
500
metal.
gold per coating.
But he's very strong.
It makes your weapon like
You do more damage to
practically
doors and
unbreakable,
stuff.
and you do more damage to
And 19th are crit.
Doors
objects.
and yeah.
That is crazy.
So if you hit an object with an adamantine weapon, you automatically crit.
I have new goals in life. Okay.
Notes
Next character I make. That's what I want.
All right, and you can all.
What?
Gary didn't tell you this stuff? Go on.
No. Man, Gary gave me books. And half of them are secondhand and old and out of date.
You all can level up to level 2 for next week as well.
Fricky, I'm gonna buy one. Right
Now I can use spells.
I get something from the level 2.
Yeah, I want to do
And we
it.
have more hit. I can have more hit points to heal.
What do you want to get? Halberd's the first thing.
Oh
you
no,
get
it's just
in
5
town.
times my
How much gold do we hack out of the walls
I
in
get
that
reckless
area?
attack and
We'll
danger
spread it out a
sense.
little so it doesn't look too obvious, but
Oh,
gonna help him. I'm helping.
Both of you make survival checks.
Who? Both of who?
those
Two
mining
are
guys.
mining for gold.
Oh,
See if they get past the dwarf.
24. 23,
We
actually.
don't have to do that.
24?
23.
Alright, what did you get?
20.
20? Alright, that's how many gold pieces
Nice. I'll take another 23 gold pieces.
20 and
I mean, of
20.
course, you're gonna have to take it somewhere.
Yeah.
So, unless
Oh,
you
yeah, I'll
can,
throw in a little extra.
unless you can turn it into coins yourself, you'll get about half of that.
You can haggle them a little.
I can haggle them with my persuasion.
Well,
Can I do
that's
that
that's
now?
your job. We're in the mine. What do you mean? Can you do that
Can
now?
a gold vendor come out the walls? Like,
Gold vendor.
Not unless you sell it to the dwarves, and they're just going to confiscate it all anyway.
no. Okay, so we're gonna go.
man, reckless attack
Nice.
plus stone's endurance is that's a pretty sweet
Constitution, so
combo.
+2.
It's 10. It's 10 total.
So you got 20 hit.
I have a question. What is the purpose of sorcery points other than creating an additional spell slot?
So you get meta magic later.
That's when it'll be useful?
You
Okay.
can make it
level
go
you get
much
meta magic.
farther, and you can make it do all types of things.
I see now. See, this is the fun thing about playing a new class.
Yeah,
Right?
gets crazy.
Yeah,
Then you
so-
can double the damage at one point.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
there-
Cast
see.
twin
Yeah, there's
spells,
different types
So
of.
you can take
which
a
will allow
bonus
you to
action
cast on
from
2
each
targets at
of
once.
combat.
I like this.
Action
Oh, I
to be
just
used
got
only
that.
for
I can
like
get
that a lot.
spells. Amazing.
Disengage.
And then quicken spell allows you to cast with a bonus action.
Yep.
So you
What?
could cast like a leveled spell with your action, and then use your bonus action to fire off a cantrip. Or vice versa, do the cantrip with your action and then the spell with your bonus action.
Okay, so the point of this is level as soon as possible. Got it. Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Level 3. Sorcerer level 3 sounds sick.
And you get to pick 2 different options there for your meta magic. Subtle spell is another one, which allows you to cast without verbal or somatic components.
Okay.
Like if you want to cast
Stealthy.
spells without people knowing you're casting spells.
Yep. Break in, tighten, extended. Got it. Okay.
When my wife played a sorcerer, she she took the detect thoughts spell and subtle spell, and then she would subtle spell detect thoughts all the time, so no one knew that she was reading people's minds.
That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
So she was like the party's information gatherer.
Plus
I love that.
Constitution, which is plus 3. So 14.
So we're done for the evening?
Yes.
All right.
So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to those of you who followed.
Thank you, Cat Clark, for just following as well.
And we will be back next week as we continue our Salt Marsh adventures.
Yeah.
I had 2 first level spells. And 2
Like
spell
the channel,
slots.
Stick around. There are events every week. Tomorrow's board game night.
What's available to you? Anything good?
We also have
I have
free
no idea.
RPG Day on Saturday.
Come on out, guys.
For those that come out to the store, come on out.
I wish I would.
If you're in the area of Wilmington, North Carolina, come down.
Come on now.
Those of you who want to play D&D, if you come out on Saturday, there's a big 4-table game that all takes place in the same
Yep.
dungeon.
Probably. Unless we have something else happening. But
Alright, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
see ya. What time's it going to be on Saturday?
I would ask
Find
you
out
for
on
this.
the way out.
Yeah, I didn't find out myself, so I make sure I show up on time.
Okay.
They have,
Yeah,
little pamphlet strips up there in the front. That's something.
Okay.
Up to four different parties at 4 different tables with 4 different DMs, but all in the same dungeon.
That's cool.
Oh,
Maybe we'll kill each other. Maybe
That's
we
what I was
won't.
thinking.
Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll find common ground.
I think so. We can check the flyers on the way out to make sure.
Okay.
I'm almost positive it's a
I'll
4th
try to
level.
make the most broken character I can.
But it's the basic array. The stat array.
15, 14, 14, 15, whatever it
Yeah,
is.
15, 14, 13. Yeah, just use the basic stat array. Because for brand new players, they're going to have the pre-made characters. So you can just show up and get a pre-made character if you want, or you can make your own. But in order to keep it balanced with the pre-made characters, I recommend stat array for everybody.
Oh, definitely getting Hunter's Mark. Deal an extra 1d6 whenever you hit with a weapon attack. 4d6 a turn if I hit twice. Oh,
I like it.
Nice.
It's like it's your
Hunter's Mark. I have spells now, so if I cast Hunter's Mark,
I will
and then
bring next
each
week
weapon
whenever,
attack you
like,
hit with
hopefully
is
I
an
sell
extra
out. I have
d6,
nothing
since I have
to
my
bring
2
next week, but
crossbow attacks.
If not, I'll bring stuff next week and everybody can look through it. So, yeah. And I'll come a little earlier. What time do you guys all get here, usually? Because I come at 6 and you're all, like, settled.
30.
We just come whenever. 5:30.
Yeah, I try to get here about 5:30 to set up.
Okay. Alright, no problem. Next week I'll be here, hopefully, if I'm not dead. We'll see. Alright, bye everybody.
See ya. Good night. I could make good berries.
There you go.
Probably not, though.
I didn't realize I would have been. If you're a life cleric and you make good berries, they're worth like 4 hit points apiece.
Are they really?
That's pretty great.
You automatically get +2 on your spell level. So you cast it at a higher level.
Thank you for watching our Dungeons & Dragons Adventurers League. Want to see more? Make sure to hit the subscribe button and bell to know the next time we post to YouTube. Join in on the fun on our live stream at twitch.tv/CapeFearGames. And check out our website, capefeargames.com, for all your gaming needs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.